Hi, everybody. Welcome to TVON. My name is Blair. Thank you so much for joining us. Glad you're with us. You can see we are in the festive party mood here, getting ready to welcome in the new year. Glad you're with us tonight as this Friday kicks off. Got a special show for you. And listen, it's all about the year-end clearance sale. It's 10% off everything that we have in stock. So whatever it is that you want to ring in the new year, well, you give us a call and you get the big savings. It's discounts on discounts. It's me discounting first, you discounting second, and we get everybody the piece they want at the greatest value you could ever imagine. Just don't spill that champagne. You can see what we got going on. I like that. So anyway, we're in the party mood, and of course, little note, programming note, we will be with you on New Year's Eve, and we'll be with you on New Year's Day as well. So we don't stop for holidays. We keep the shopping party going. So make sure you're with me for those two occasions. Yes, I will get to be with you on Tuesday, New Year's Eve. So excited about that, as well as let's say all the way through the weekend. So here's how we kick it off. We've got a great show for you. A lot of brand new is here on the way. We've got a lot of special pieces, as you know. If you were with me last night, did we ever have a lot of brand new designer pieces to share? We're going to do the same thing tonight, except all brand new. And we've got more bracelets, bangles, link styles, you name it, necklaces, designer rings. We've even got a brand new Panther to start us off. But there's a lot of great discounts. Even if you are a ruby fan, we've got some of the most affordable rubies you ever will see. We have a very special blue wing black D. It's not quite over yet. We got a few more days left with blue wing. I'm going to bring in 8-carat emerald cut that's stunning tonight. We'll show you that one, as well as, oh, one of our classics, like the diamond ring we do with 5 bezel set stones, except this is the largest carat weight of all, carat and a half in those 5 stones. So really, really big 30-pointers, plus even a diamond pendant. Now, this is a very important pendant because it's our one single solitaire, and it's also our 1 carat. So it's going to be a classic for you as well. Looking forward to that. So if you want to really, again, sparkle and shine your way through the new year, well, that is what we allow you to do, but at a better price than anybody else can. So very excited about what we have ahead. Now, of course, it is a sale. So before you think, you know, I think that I'm all set, think about that wish list. Think about those pieces that you have yet to receive and that you have yet to purchase, and go ahead and pick up the phone and dial in, because we're taking requests. And I know that when I kicked off this sale a few days before Christmas, it was all requests all night long, all day long in the case of the weekends. Well, we'd love to continue that today. So if you have any requests for us at all, anything you're thinking about, anything you're looking for, please let me know what those are. Speaking of requests, Mr. C, whenever you're ready, got a piece for you. And Risa, whenever you're ready, we've got, I know you made 4 requests, only have one of the 4, but hey, that's what happens. And as we go deeper and deeper into the sale, the inventory starts to dwindle. Those pieces that you love are going out. So keep that in mind as you shop, is that it's always better to put those requests in early. Let us know what you're looking for. We'll help you out. Let's take a look at our brand new Panther, shall we? With emeralds and diamonds together. It is a good one. Oh, and a special thank you as well to Denise. Tony was kind enough to relay your message to me. She got a little jump start on the show. She was chatting with us prior to the show beginning on YouTube. And so a big thank you to Denise. All of your kind words. I really, really appreciate that. And gosh, so much. All the kind things you said. And it's really, I'm happy to hear that. I'm so glad she's sharing our jewelry with her daughters and granddaughters. And that is really wonderful to share the great pieces you love throughout the generations. I'm a big fan of that myself. I come from a long line of jewelry lovers, from my grandmother to my mother, and I'm carrying on that tradition in grand form. So thank you, Denise, for all your kind words. I appreciate that. And 112-7111 is coming up right now. 7111. Nice piece here. And Riso, I see you're with me, so whenever you're ready. I've got the rose ring, which is actually something that a classic, oh, perfect, sounds good. Well, Riso, we'll show that shortly here for you. Here's our yellow gold option. Now it's going to stay in yellow gold. It's an 18-carat gold piece here, as it seems like most of the Panthers we bring are. And then there's a look at that great, fierce look in the front there with that great facial feature. You got those bright, big green eyes. I like that. As someone who has big green eyes, I like a large green-eyed cat here. This is going to be also with texture down the sides, and it's 31 points in the emerald and 18 points in the diamonds. But look at how they're all set. So kind of like, again, very, I would say, organized the way they're set throughout, really spaced perfectly. And you've got all the emeralds down the arms here, and then of course or legs. Again, I see, as a four-legged lover myself, I love the, I call the front two legs arms, even though I know that's not probably accurate, but I call the front two legs arms and the back two legs are legs. So anyway, but that's because, you know, I also give mani-pedis, right? The manis for the front two legs and the pedis for the back two. But here we go, 18 points in diamonds, all 18 karat gold. Will show it to you on one of those great wraparound designs where you see the tail wrapping around, and that is my cue. Let's put it on right now, see if I can get this 5 on my finger here. Take a look. That's what it looks like right there. So all that wraparound design, we got a great value for you. It's 18K as mentioned. Big value. We're sizing. We're shipping for free, all those extras, but you're getting 10% off whatever I put it on the wheel there for. So you get an extra savings beyond. And that's very, very exciting. And don't forget, no final sale. So you've got full money back return privileges. We say that because also we're welcoming in a lot of new shoppers these days with some new affiliates we've added across the country. So no doubt a lot of new shoppers and new faces that are joining us, and welcome into the TVON family if you are one of our newer shoppers or viewers, or again, we're going to turn you from a viewer to shopper real quick tonight, because this one, for example, $28.88 piece, gonna take it a lot lower than that for you. Instead, it's under $1,000. And remember, I don't know where you get an 18 karat gold band plain, a 2mm basic band under $1,000, not going to happen. This is emeralds and diamonds and really a beautiful structured form piece that's designer. I'll make it $9.99, and you get to take a 10% extra off. And don't forget, that's going to be $100 in this case, almost. It'll be $8.99 and change at checkout, and then we will get promptly to that rose ring by request. What a night. What a great time of the night to start it off with one of our classics as well. And a great stackable. And you know what the good news is? We have the rare occasion where we have all 3 gold colors of the rose ring to show you. So we'll do that next. And then $9.99 if you like our emerald and diamond Panther piece that is really very, very designer. I think we all know it's an iconic designer who does a lot of Panther pieces and makes them so status and recognizable. But this, of course, done with that same kind of structure of that 18 karat gold and really fine Colombian emeralds, and of course those VS diamonds we all appreciate. All right, so next up, this is a really fabulous way to go. This is one of our classics. You might know this ring. Chances are if you've been watching for a little while, you might own the ring, but we're going to make it really affordable whether you want the white, the rose, or the yellow. Here are your choices, and then we'll of course zoom back so you can see all 3, because this is one of those that I love to, you know me by now, I love to stack this ring. I've had as many as 5 on at one time where they almost create a little bouquet across your hand or across your finger, and it really is a fun one that you can mix and match if you want to. So even if you have one, and I put them on purposely on the wheel here a little bit staggered so you can see that they're all a little different. They're not just one formed symmetrical basic petal. You see how some of the petals have a little more point to them and some are a little bit more rounded? Well, that's really the beauty of this designer rose. It is a rose, and it's 111-4525, and it's one of those best-selling classics that, again, you can think about getting as gifting, yes, but also different gold colors, because you would never believe it in a million years. I think looking at it singularly up here on its own, you would not think that a ring with this kind of structure and these kind of details would be a stackable piece, but it really is. So just an option for those of you that may already have it, if you love it and adore it. Sometimes we think, well, if 1 is good, 2 is better, and 3 might be just perfect. So you can really have some fun with the way you mix and match it. Also keep in mind there's a carat of 1 in diamonds. So no matter which one you're choosing, I mean, think about it. We've got 303 in diamonds up there. You can stack, you can layer, you can make your own beautiful bouquet. Like I said, I mean, that's a really pretty piece. And for those of you that love rose gold, well, it seems to have a little bit of a pink diamond element when you put the white diamonds in the rose gold. Then you've got the white and the yellow gold options as well. Those are great choices if you want to go more traditional, more classic, but again, totally up to you. Let's take a look at what we have here on our big Friday night, a holiday kickoff. And don't you love that this time of year when you just are, we're all a little sad that one holiday ends, but then, oh, okay, wait, we've got one around the corner. So that's good too. And it's just, again, that really, it's after New Year's when we start to get that little letdown, right? But now we're getting over that hump of, okay, Christmas may be over, Hanukkah's in full effect, but now we're thinking about New Year's is right around the corner, and then we can all really, again, celebrate new beginnings and fresh starts, and we all love that. So here's a way you can have something really fresh and yet does not ever wilt. That's, I love roses. I love fresh florals are always something I adore. But again, it's so temporary. It's only a few days. You get enjoyment out of those. Here's where you've got something forever. And the rose, the white, the yellow, all going to be, well, here's one of our superstars, a $39.99 piece, as it should be. Remember, this was built a long time ago. It was designed and built for the first time many years ago. It's been classic ever since, so it keeps coming back. But what should be happening with the new arrivals is the price should be elevating to $39.99. Those of you that know, we're not asking for that. It doesn't become a bestseller by asking for $4,000 for 1 carat in diamonds. What becomes a bestseller, you guys aren't interested in just a great looking piece. It can't just be great quality. It can't just be a beautiful piece. It's got to be the value as well. Things don't become bestsellers here just based on their aesthetic merits alone. It's about having the value built in. That's what you're getting here. And watch what we're going to do, because this rarely, I've had it on $50 off sales, but I'm trying to think if it's been on a 10% off sale. This is your opportunity to save more than you ever should, quite frankly, because it's already a loss at our normal price from years ago, because gold and diamonds are more today than they were then. So it's a loss. We go backwards right then and there. Watch what we're going to do here. Instead of $39, $29, or $19.99, great chance to, if you've been thinking about it, get it tonight. If you've been wanting to add or gift, get them tonight. They're not even $1,000 for a carat of 1 and a lot of gold, because those diamonds have to be pavéed to perfection all the way through the petals. It's $999, and there's that profile view to see what we're talking about when you talk about really intricate pave. The petals entirely pave, then they overlap. They create that really realistic look, that real true to nature, where it's just, again, these puffy little petals that are all so, just, again, it's almost like it's not fully opened yet. Like it's not a bud, but it's starting to open up, and yet you're seeing where the petals are still close enough together where it just makes for that solid pave, an important look, and it's $8.99 tonight. So maybe the best headline there is that you've got your lower price on it tonight than you've had before, but we've got to see it on. I always start with the white gold because white diamonds and white gold seem like a natural choice. But notice how this side has 3 petals that are more rounded. This side has the 2 petals that are a little bit more pointed. So that's what I'm talking about with really different detailed looks, so it doesn't look as cookie cutter stamped out generic, right? It really has that beautiful detail. But then you see, if you want to just, let me show you, why not? I mean, I love doing this because it's one of those that I was a bit surprised the first time I discovered how beautifully they stack. I mean, it's like a puzzle. It's a puzzle, only easier, because I'll tell you what, I tried. It had been a long time, probably since I was in single-digit ages, that I'd last attempted a puzzle. My family and I attempted a puzzle. When I say I attempted, I only had the patience for about 45 minutes of it before I gave up, threw my hands up, and had to walk away because it was so frustrating. It was really advanced. And I'll tell you, it took like 4 or 5 days for them to complete it. So this is a little easier. A puzzle that's as simple as just popping on a ring. Take your rose ring, pop it on, but look at how they sit. Uh-oh, this rose gold might be a teeny tiny size. Let me see. I'm going to, goodness knows, I'm going to try it anyways, because I just want to show you the amazing effect. Keep in mind, that's a really small size. That may not go all the way up where it's supposed to, but you can really get 3 or 4 or 5 on at a time. Yeah, that rose gold might be stuck. I might be permanently now with the rose gold rose ring, but there it is. So you can see how just magically those look together, and yet it's not too much, where it's not going too wide across the finger, where you can't have all the diamonds on full display, and yet it sits like one ring. All I did was stack 2 together, and they just magically meet up. That's the kind of fun part about really just, again, you can imagine this one sitting right in there, so you can really, I've had all 3 on. That is really, to me, the look. 3, I think 5 is a little bit, it's a little much because you start to get close to the knuckle, but I've had 3 on at a time, and so you really can make it your own every day. Maybe there's a day you're more casual, you wear your 1 signature rose, and then there are other days where you want to add the 2 like I just had, or maybe you want to put on 3, and that's why when they're $8.99, you take full advantage. What I'm going to do is try on the rose gold by itself, because that'll be easier to do when I'm not stacking, and you can see the rose gold, because that gives a little more depth of color to the diamonds themselves. You can see how they really do look like pink diamonds when you got the rose gold. Then we have the yellow and the white, which I'll show you the yellow gold here more on its own, because that looks like a little larger size. So let me pop it on here. So again, really gorgeous ring to wear even on middle index, really ring finger. I would say steer clear of the thumb or the pinky on this one because of the way it does sit up a little higher. That's just my own personal preference, the way I wear jewelry. But again, lots of options there. So Risa, I hope that's the one you're looking for. I certainly hope it is. The pendant is currently sold out, because I know I had that request as well. The pendant is gone. So I will alert you when it does come back into stock. But right now, that's an incredible value at $8.99 for, you choose the white, the yellow, the rose. It's nice to see all 3 because they do look decidedly different, I think, depending on what gold color. So I think really if you are already, if you've experienced one and you love it, you can see how different they look depending on the gold color you choose. So I'm going to give it 60 seconds, then we'll be on our way. We're going to wrap this thing up. We're going to give you a last call, $8.99. You don't see that very often. So beautiful value there. And hey, Kirsten, thank you. Oh, is that really? Oh, is that on? I have been so in holiday mood. I've been deprived of sports for the last few days. I tried to keep my sports obsession away from my family as much as possible. I mean, they know about it, but I tried to not subject them to as much of it. You know, it's Christmas time, but I tried not to. So I'm a little behind Kirsten on all my bowl games and all that kind of thing. But that's okay. Well, I'll think good thoughts. Goodness. And she says, oh, and by the way, we got to play her down, but really pretty rose ring. And yes, so that's by request. We hope you love it. Thank you so much. Yeah. Reese's like, I don't know how, isn't that troublesome? She says to me, I can't decide on the color. Exactly. It is one of those, usually I just say get the color you don't have, but Reese, if it's your first foray into the rose, if the it's not your garden variety of jewelry, is it, to see a rose ring like that, or the pricing? So let me know. And again, if you can't decide, no worries. Just again, next time it's probably going to be on. It's going to be a little bit more than even $9.99. Today you get the opportunity of getting it $100 less, but really that $39.99 is right in line with where it should be. So just something to keep in mind if you are conscious of a budget. And let's face it, I don't care what your budget is. I don't think anyone wants to spend a penny more than they have to. So always like to alert you when we expect that we're going to see prices go up. So take advantage of that. That's going to be $9.99, but it's really $8.99. You probably know that by now. A really wonderful way to go. And then we're going to show you a 60-second clock, and then we got to go. 60 seconds only, and that will be done. So congratulations if you get one. It's a winning style. The design element is beautiful. The detail, it sits like a normal, you see, it's got a basic band in the back. It's a more traditional band, that's for sure. So it's not going to be complex to wear, even if you are stacking them. Did you use my scissors earlier? And do you know where it is? Because I will need that up here at some point. I can't find it on set, and I need to have all my tools up here, because you never believe how crafty I get up here. All right, so $8.99 if you'd like it. Jason, did you get a rose ring? Okay, wonderful. Thank you so much. What about you, Tim? Did you get a rose ring earlier? No, okay, so this is good. So we've got a lot of people taking advantage of that. I'm so glad we had it for you. Thank you. And let's go ahead and move right along. We got some really good, speaking of Panther pieces, I know we had the ring already, but we do have a really interesting designer bangle. So that's going to be here as well. So I'm looking forward to that. It's heavy too. This might be the heaviest bangle I've ever presented in all my years here. Let me show it to you on the wrist. I know y'all lost your minds over the brand new bracelets. I had so many bracelets and earrings yesterday. On my Thursday night post-Christmas show, isn't that fun? We all got together and all had a blast discounting jewelry. Well, there is something very special here tonight in this bangle. Let me show you from a distance. This is very heavy and solid, and it's got the most intricate, detailed, almost like a Panther-inspired look. Are they lions? Are they tigers? Are they panthers? It really is an interesting look with this rounded bangle. You can see how thick and dense that gold is. This is all done in 18 karat gold as well. So let me show it to you early, because I know we love seeing the brand new, and that's really how I chose. Like I said, I'm welcome to give all your requests, and I hope you'll get them in if you have them, just like this rose ring was a request. But really where this sale transitioned was after Christmas. It really became, I could speak for the last many days prior to Christmas, having the sale. It seems like everybody made their requests and got what they wanted to have from the prior inventory. So you're still able and encouraged to get requests in. Hear me out on that. I would love your requests. But if you've seen it and you've seen the DBTYs and the hoop earrings, we spent the last, I can speak for that Friday, Saturday, Sunday prior leading up to Christmas, we had literally 3 hours of straight up requests. We showed a lot of the same pieces over and over. It was what you asked for, it's what you wanted, it was the classics, it was the hoops, the diamonds by the yard. Those are still able to request if you missed out on them. If you weren't with us because you were busy getting ready for the holiday, great, make those requests. We'll try to show you whatever we have in stock. However, what I decided to do with the new year and the year-end clearance and the new year approaching is bring a lot of brand new in addition to the old inventory. So it's a mix. It's a mix of new and old. So you're going to probably go, well, a sales show, I expect to see the same old, same old. I really wanted to give you a lot of brand new opportunities as well. We have, I said it yesterday, probably 70, 80 pieces a day that are new. So we're going to try to show you those, and yes, discount them as well. So just because they're new doesn't mean they're the higher price. It means we're discounting, which I think is the best of all worlds. So this speaks to that theme right here, because you're getting that really new designer piece. And I'll show you from the sides. We'll give you all the angles. It's 112-7193. It's our designer bangle, and it's an 18 karat gold bangle, and it's very heavy. As a matter of fact, I have a gram weight because we can't change the actual length of it. It's going to be for an average size wrist. So what that means is it's got to stay in the 18 karat yellow gold you see. Now it does have diamonds. It's mostly about the gold, but let me show you the front here. So you can see this designer style here with that really incredible feature. It's diamonds in the eyes. That's going to be 6 points in the diamonds, 7-inch bangle. So really that just translates to, it's not literally 7 inches. It's about giving you an average size. So it works for anyone who wears 6.5 all the way up to, I would say 7 maximum on this one. I will show you. Actually, if you're into the overall side to side on the bangle, the inner look is 2.5, which is very traditional for an average size. So that means lengthwise, if you're looking at a bangle you already have at home and you're not sure how this compares, it's 2.5 inches, which is the traditional 7-inch style. So keep that in mind. It's also going to be a whole lot less than this $14,999 price tag that it should be. And remember, it does have a side hinge, and there, oh, I thought that was going to stay for a minute. It's got this beautiful button hinge closure. There's your figure 8 safety, which you will latch to lock, and then all you do is press down and it will hinge on the other side. So voila, take a look at it on the hand shot. So all you do is press that little button down, it releases, and then you simply, all you have to do is align it and click it closed to lock it. So it's really simple and easy. So all you're gonna do, I'm gonna try it on for you so you can see the size and the scale, but that's really what's beautiful. And I wanna make sure I have a good grip on this one because this is a lot heavier. Usually I can just kind of put 2 fingers together and make the magic happen. But in this case, I wanna make sure with as heavy as this is, that you see that on the wrist there for size reference, for that real good proportion that you're getting. And you can see how wide it goes from mirror finishing to texture. You open it up, super easy, and then of course latch it closed. So really cool style, and oh, a great value coming your way. $14,999, not gonna be, that's the big designer world. That's what they do, that's what they get. Good for them that they can get that kind of price tag on gold. We operate a little differently here to make sure that, yes, luxury like 18 karat gold in a big bangle can be affordable, and that's exactly what we're doing right here, right now. It's not even $49.99. This really gets me. When you have 40 grams in gold, did I mention that? 40 grams, I think I did. We'll put it up there because that can't be changed. We can't size this one. We never give gram weights on our rings because it would differ depending on if you need a size 5 or a 15. So we hesitate on giving gram weights because it's going to be different depending on the size we make it for you. With a bangle, it's going to stay that size. So that's where we can give you the gold weight and know that, yep, that's what you're going to get when it's at home. It's not going to be, though, in 40 grams in gold, so that's a lot. And then you've got that it's over an ounce, by the way. It's like 1 1/3 ounce of gold that you're getting. So that's really, really important, but it's beyond that. It's the fact you're also getting this really special detail, designer style, the look you're getting, everything about it, and the texture and the diamonds. And we're gonna make this one better than even $4,500. And another way to save a whole bunch on your favorite piece, we're gonna make it $39.99 and one only, and that is just wear every day. And when I say it's heavy, it is, but it's not like it's too heavy where it's uncomfortable to wear. I'm really, really, really particular about the feel of jewelry. I think it's as important, if not more so, than the way it looks. So I always like to do little trial runs and test drives for you just to make sure that things are comfortable and beautiful at the same time. And then of course we work on that value. So, all right, next up, we're gonna go to another ring, because I know we love the rings. And by the way, there's a new sphene here tonight. So yes, we have a new sphene, it's a trillion cut. Jess, did you hear from Risa, by the way? What color did she know? Oh, we didn't, okay. Oh, okay, I was just curious if she got all the information she needed, because it's what I pride myself in. Denise was actually kind enough to actually appreciate that earlier. She said, you know, I really like watching because, you know, you kind of tell me everything I need to know and really get me those close-ups and show me what I like to see and tell me all the details. And that's something I want to make sure we didn't leave you with any questions on the rose ring. Here we go with our sphene, though. This one's new, and I know we have not a lot of rings yet. Well, here we go. This is just what we've been waiting for. And truth be told, I don't think I've had a trillion sphene in all of the sphenes I presented, which includes when I kicked off the world premiere back in 2017, when I had all the sphenes at that time, which was our very first, I'm talking about the debut, the kickoff. Well, I know we've had the rounds, I knew we had the radiant cuts, which are some of the best as far as showing off the dispersion. Let's remember this stone is known for dispersion. It's known for a couple of things. This is the color changing variety, which is what makes it so rare. This was the world premiere right here with me at TVON on a Sunday in, we're talking, it was April of 2017 that we first had, and I'm talking about a worldwide debut. Nobody really knew it existed. We knew about sphenes, we didn't know about the color change varieties. That's what you're getting here, is the color change variety that is so much depth of green as it starts. If you change your light source, though, it goes to red. So this is, we see the best color changing stones in the world go from green to red, like alexandrites. That's for one, right? We see a lot of those alexandrites, green to red. Every now and then you'll find sapphires that'll do it. This is sphene, so you get the high dispersion, you get the great color, you get all the rarity of having a phenomenal stone as well, and you're getting, in this case, The only cut that could even rival the round on item number 7050, by the way, it's the only one that could rival a round for dispersion and really bringing that out, bringing it out to play like you see here. Well, that's what we're doing on this one. It's our 160, so it's a good size stone, has 38 points in the diamonds as well. Love that. And oh, good. Okay, no problem, Risa. Just want to make sure we got you covered there. And so here's what we have on a really special trillion sphene, and then loaded with diamonds where it wraps around the edge, gives you a frame and a halo. And we have got yellow gold, white gold, rose gold, whatever you wish. But that sphene is everything. And that's only one way to look at it. Wait till you see it the other angle. Yes, we finished this dome because that is a very wide ring. It's wider than most of our gents rings. I would say a guy could wear it, a gal could wear it. It really is open. But look at this on the hand. And so you've got that finishing, so it just glides onto the hand. It's not a dome that sits way up high. I always like to point that out with this ring because sometimes you look at it from the front and you think it's going to go whoop all the way like this huge dome style. It actually is more squared off. So it sits relatively flat, while it's still a wider band. And then the trillion, well, it's up there doing its thing. It's looking amazing. It's doing what sphenes do, only the trillion is such a powerful cut. There's a contingency of gals. I'm gonna flip it around because this might be just a slightly different angle. Yeah, slightly different angle to see the dispersion. It's like fireworks, but in every single color, but all at once. You know how even on 4th of July or New Year's, you have to wait and you see the big grand finale of the fireworks show. And it's a lot happening where everything from the sparklers that are more white to the reds, to the blues, the green, that's what it's like. You've encapsulated all of that. Like you've taken the most grand fireworks display you've ever seen, a 30-minute long thing. The only thing that's missing is maybe the soundtrack. And it's almost like you've encapsulated that all in this stone, and yet it never stops. It never ends. It's fireworks. It's all the colors all at once, no matter what, every single time you put it on. It's a really special stone. It's one that we can't keep in stock for that reason. It's beautiful, it's bright. It's also in the wide band, and guess what we're gonna do? Huge value, you better believe it. And something so rare, so unusual, so incredibly, I mean, the trillion, I do think it's the only one we've had. I cannot recall having another of its kind. This is the way to get it. We're not even gonna make it $4,999. This is the beauty of having brand new, but on discount. You don't have to wait for it to be 6 months. First of all, it would never be here 6 months. You know that's gonna go. Even at $49.99, that's gonna go. No doubt, it goes. No question. But here's the beauty of it. We're gonna take it much lower and we're gonna bring it on down so you're not only excited about the ring, you're thrilled at the value you received, you know you have the savings. This is where you also get 10% extra off. Can't say enough about that. That's not just a little extra. That makes a big difference, huge difference. And we're not asking $49 or $39 or $29. And I know Friday's kind of relatively new here back on TV. I get it. It's kind of that show that usually, it was one of those days where everyone's going, okay, we take a little break from shopping, you come on in and take advantage of this right now because this is what we bring. The values we crank up, the discounts are there, the savings are huge. We're not even asking for $2,500. You take advantage of a one-of-a-kind sphene in the trillion if you're a lover of trillions. The reason I adore them, it's a powerful cut, but I love a good sparkle. And sparkle is what trillions do better than anything else. We know we have rounds that we love, but this is just so much even more to it because you see that beautiful spark. And I'll make it $1,999, so we'll get you another $1,000 off. We'll take it down $200 extra when you say yes at checkout to get a handle on that one. So it's a really, really incredible buy, and we hope you can grab it. Again, Mr. C, we've got a request waiting for you whenever you're ready. We've got a fabulous rare Malaya garnet coming up, and I'm going to try this on the hand one more time for you. So that's going to be something you need to see here so you can see it one more time for the size. But again, all mirror finished gold, excuse the fingerprints, but I do have to pick it up here, and we'll just show you here one more time if you want it facing up. Actually, we'll do the same thing we do with the pear shapes, where if you like it facing up towards the hand, we'll show it that way, but let me flip it around in case you prefer your point going out towards the fingertip area. You got that look as well. So beautiful. I mean, the reds, the vibrant yellows, oranges, all of that is coming through really, really well. It's $17.99 at checkout if you want it. So it's like every time it turns, think diamonds are good, sphenes are better. They actually disperse at a higher level than even diamonds are capable of. So you got a great chance to pick it up. And as far as new bracelets, you already saw the bangle. Look what's here in rubies. And so, my goodness, this is emerald and diamonds, and we had a ring not too long ago that was like this. This looks so vintage, but not. It's a brand new piece for you with this really cool, that's called a Panther link actually. And then you've got the satin finishing, the hand holding the bouquet of the ruby and the diamonds and also the emerald. So that's going to be coming up as well. If you want a really new and fresh updated look for a bracelet, we've got that on the way. Let's get to our Malaya. Our Malaya garnet's amazing, and it's going to be 1123950. Here it is. This is, look at that. That's a great stone. First of all, these are usually brown. They're usually just brown color, which is a hot color this year, so I can't say anything bad about the brown, right? It's like the color to have. But in gems, I think usually we're looking for a little less neutral, and we want it to be a little bit more what we call a jewel tone, right? There are colors that are known as jewel tones. You're looking at the definition of that, but in a Malaya garnet that is a pear shape, carat 41, it's getting away from those traditional brown caramel mocha colors, getting into the most luxury, pinky raspberry color instead, which just to me makes it, because you have this really pretty shift, and it's going to have a little more pink and a little more purple, and then even some blues that come through. But it's a really rare garnet. Of course, next month's birthstone, when I say next month, we're talking about a few days away. And yes, next Wednesday, it will be next month. So it'll be January celebration. One of the rare garnets out there that you can get if you celebrate a birthday in the month of January. This is one you may not have. It's Malaya with 22 points in diamonds. They're bigger diamonds burnished into the band, 3 down the sides here, and they graduate, starting larger, go smaller, and then we've got white gold, yellow gold, or rose gold. Even that, you're gonna, when you see this price, you might think, well, they're gonna probably have to leave that in the white gold as is. We're actually going to change the gold color if you prefer it. So if you want yellow or rose, let's make it happen for you so it's just the perfect piece all the way around. We always like to do that. Same with that sphene we just had. Same deal. It's gonna be any gold color you want, but this one's gonna be, first caller, we'll make this really simple here. I know $9.99 is not working so far, right? I've had some great values. I've had $4,000 pieces at $9.99. They're still here. Let me take this lower for you. I mean, it's going to work better if we go lower than higher, right? It's got 2 choices. Probably should just make it $29.99. It's rare. That level of rarity. Here's what it looks like on. If you want to stack, go ahead. I think that could be a great companion piece with a wonder ring and a nice little stackable you can make that way, or we can make it, I don't know, first caller. How about $599 instead? And that's with a $60 additional discount for you. Well, Tony, I jinxed the wheel. It was on its best behavior yesterday, and today it's back to its same old tricks. So here we are. Anyway, enough about our technical stuff. But $5.99. Who's looking at the wheel? We only care about the ring. So that's a good-looking stone and a really cool color and a rare garnet. And I show you more demantoids than I do Malayas. I have more savorites than Malaya. We have more Mandarins by far. This is where you're getting a really, really rare color of that stone. It's lovely. And then speaking of demantoids, if anyone wants a huge demantoid out of Russia, I do have one. I've got a big Russian stone. And you know what I was surprised to see today? The most incredible value I've ever had on a 3-carat yellow diamond is here. I'm assuming a transaction didn't go through because I know I sold this about a month ago. And so it was released today. And I have our 3-carat 01 emerald cut yellow diamond. That is a sizable ring. That is going to mean, I don't just mean sizable like we'll take it from a 5 to a 7. I'm talking about the substantial nature of this ring. This is the one that, just mentioning, because I have other 3 carats that have come out since. They're $25,000. They're $20,000. This one is many, 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 many thousands of dollars less. Would you like to see it? It's the most affordable way to get a 3-carat diamond ever, anywhere. And oh wait, it's not a white diamond, it's a yellow diamond. It's not a standard cut, it's a fancy cut, it's an emerald cut, giving saturated color, giving beautiful flashes. And then let's take a look at it. The Malaya is $1, first caller. Just make sure it happens. Let's make sure we sell it, okay? I'll make it $1. It's the same ring, it's 1123950. The first caller gets it for $1. And that way, I'll buy you some jewelry. I'll buy the ring, you get it for $1, we'll make it easy, and we'll see who's out there with us on this Friday night, most importantly, and give you a little treat. So, yes, that's a true gift. Wouldn't you say a literal gift? I would say so. I think that is. Maybe it's what you need. I don't know. It's certainly not overpriced. I can't take the well, I guess we could take 10% off. How does that work, though? Can we? I don't know if our system does that. But we'll find out who's got it. Oh, my goodness. Finally, we got it gone. Andy, who's got it? It's sold. Let's see who it is. Make sure they're registered. Are they registered? They got it? All right, sold. Gone. Done. Let me know who it is. Okay, they're registered? All right. Thank you so much. Look at this. Well, it's our yellow diamond I just mentioned. Hey, it's good to see we have some folks with us here tonight. Thank you. Got a few of you here. All right. So, good. And who was that, Andy? Just remind me who that was. Whenever you know. Oh, I'm sorry. Do you know who got the ring? Don't make me put it back up for sale. They don't want it. All right. No, I'm just kidding. They do. Okay. Okay. All right. Thank you so much. All right. Thank you, Karen. All right. So here we go, guys. I've got the yellow diamond here. It's 1112736. That goes back a ways. And I'll probably do that a few more times tonight. You know, it's Friday night. We got to make sure you know that Friday nights are a big deal. And we got to make sure you're here and give you an incentive to be here, right? So that's my gift to you. Okay, so a little free gift from me. But this is why, again, have us on your speed dial ready to go. Be registered too, because I know that was an issue. The last time I did this was we had someone call in. They were called in, but they weren't registered. So we had to give it to someone else who was. So just get registered. It's free. It doesn't cost you any money. When I was very firstborn, we don't, you know, send out and like mail out your information to other people. It's just so that we know you're a real person. So we have an address to ship it to and everything else. But this is really important. We have a huge yellow diamond, and this is many, many, many miles from where it should be. And what's odd is that if you know the item number system around here, this is 1112736. That was made a long time ago. It's been here almost as long as I have. It's our 3-carat 01. It's an emerald cut. It's natural. It's got a lot of color. Instead of that light, barely there color, it's got a lot of saturation to it, and it's a carat 47 beyond that. So it's our 448 in total. It's a giveaway. It's what a lot of you have been waiting for. Is I've had that question personally just posed to me, is can there be a 3-carat diamond that goes under 20,000? It's happening right now. Take a look, and just so you can also look, is that what that was about, Tony? Just to make sure we can appreciate the beauty of the set? Because what happens is I'm supposed to bring the happy, not block the happy. And when I stand where I need to stand, I block the happy. Did you think about that? Yeah, so it's just new. But anyway, well, that's why I'll move around for you. So yeah, you can appreciate all of the tinsel and all of the sparkle, and we're going to try to outdo it here with the jewelry still. We will, but this is going to be the 301. It's 18 karat gold as well, so we upgraded you there. It does stay as is, so that means you are forced to keep it in the yellow and the white gold, but there is no other way. I don't think you'd want it. Now look at the color of that emerald cut and a VS stone, meaning you're going to have a real struggle to find an inclusion, even if you take your best loupe and your best microscopes. If you were to deset, look at the colors. I'm seeing hot pinks, purples, blues, oranges. It's all that color. So who says an emerald cut can't be brilliant? This still is. It's a yellow diamond, not a blue diamond, but I saw a lot of blues and pinks and reds and greens and oranges. So all the rainbow brilliance still coming through. Plus it's a carat 47 and it's done as is. Look at this under gallery because it's a big kind of a tablet style of ring in that it's so elongated. There's your under gallery, and let's make moves here. Now I realize that what I'm about to do is going to even further earn me that reputation as destroying the diamond market, which I've basically stood up my entire career for 23 years, almost every day of my life doing just that. But this is where it becomes more pronounced because we live in an era where there's not a lot happening in yellow diamonds anymore. It's more just like, do you want a faux, like a look-alike simulant, or do you want a simulated? Synthetic or simulated are not what we're offering. We're offering natural from the earth. In this case, the Argyle mine is the source. So this is really, it's an oldie but goodie here, and that's what you want because that was the best quality fancy diamonds to come out. And now we're talking about a better value than, I'm not kidding, it's $49,999 the bag. My lowest price on any other 3-carat diamond is also, keep in mind, is 20 grand. But wait, there's still a 10% off sale, and this is not $20,000. You think $30,000 is a lot of savings? Watch where I'm going to take it. And let me try it on so you know how big it is. We saw it from all the way across the room. Let's take a look at it closer. This is the one to own, and you know what I would do? As much as I love jewelry and love the idea of wearing a huge 3-carat yellow diamond, I would be very tempted to just go ahead, turn around tomorrow, and resell it because it's worth so much more than I am pricing it at. And we don't sell to the trade, we sell to you. The whole point of this network being developed about a decade ago was to bring those exotic, those rare, those special to you all at home, to people who might not have millions of dollars of access to jewelry or be in a big city where you've got the big stores, which is where you got to go to even find a natural yellow diamond. Am I right? Got to go to a big store, one of those big cities, go to the big store, and then you're spending millions of dollars. What if you don't have the big city or the millions of dollars? That's why TVON is in existence today, is to take private collection stones that have been in the collection for many, many decades in this fact, and bring them to you at a better price so you can actually say yes as well. It's a $50,000 piece, that's a value. We got a $20,000 piece, that's a value. I'm taking it below $15,000, which does not happen on any other 3-carat yellow diamond I have, and yet it's everything. I know what you're asking. Where's the catch? What am I missing? Is it a low quality stone? Is it a low clarity? Is it a not so great color? Is it a ordinary cut? No, no, and no. It's I wear an emerald cut diamond every day of my life. It's a white diamond, so not as special, but I wear a big emerald cut diamond. I love it. I love it. I think it's the most elegant diamond cut there is. That's my belief. I'm sticking to it. That's my own opinion. But you're getting the yellow that's still the emerald cut, where normally, you know, with anything else, it normally fades that color, dulls that color. This is not going to be $15,000. I'm not even kidding. And you're going to take an extra 10% off. Some of the biggest savings you will have of the entire sale event is happening on this ring right here, right now, and it's not $15,000. It's not $14,999. It should be gone and sold. This was happening last night all the way throughout the 3 hours. I was selling things at the higher price, and then once it was sold, I lowered it again. I lowered it again and said, let's get you a better value. That could very well happen on this 301, $448 in total, and try it out. You got a money back guarantee. There is nothing to lose. And for the doubters out there, I would be doing the same thing. If I was sitting at home in your position, I would say the same thing. Knowing jewelry as intimately as I do, I would say there is no way that I can get a ring like that for under $15,000. You've got to try it. We will prove to you that you can, and you will love it. And it's your new latest heirloom piece, and it's not going to be even $14,000. We're taking it lower, and it'll be $13,999 plus an extra 10% off, which in this case is going to be $1,400 of additional savings. We could get you a whole nother ring for $1,400. Many rings, as a matter of fact. So this is the way you shop for your big jumbo. And I wouldn't say, oh, it's 40 minutes in the show, I can wait till the end of the show to get it. I would not imagine that's going to be a wise choice to make if you really are determined to get this value. That's $12,599. It is for a 301 emerald cut. Do not miss it. It is special. Let's show Jill's request. Speaking of diamonds, we have an incredible white diamond. That's it's my absolute favorite of what we have in white diamonds. That's also GIA certified, keep in mind. So we love that. And we'll show the big white diamond coming up next. It's a 101. And we'll have that for you. But look at how beautiful, and I know at this angle it's not doing any favors, but look at what that does when you see it directly face up. That's what you see when you look down at your hand as you're wearing it. Maybe because it's more of a kind of a rectangular cushion style overall to the ring itself. Maybe it's one of those you wear on the middle or the index finger as well. nobody has to say that has to go on a ring finger. It could go on one of your larger fingers of the hand as a statement piece that way. So beautiful value, $12,599 at checkout for that one. And then here comes Jill's request, which is the white diamond ring. It's our 101. It's a cushion cut. This time it's a little bit off square, but we've got the exact measurements from GIA, so we'll share that with you at 6961. Isn't that something? 101. And wait till you hear this. This is one of the classic mountings that we do, only with the really important stones. I've had it with our best Mandarin, I've had it with yellow diamond, I've had it with white diamond, and I've had it with Paraíba and ruby. And that's about it, because this is the mounting that, oh, look at this. I love it. It's got an F color. So that's really good. Do you know that's in the colorless range? Anything D, E, or F considered colorless. Very important. Plus it's an SI1, which is really good because it's one of those where SI1, well, that's the top of the SI category. But as long as it's eye clean, it's eye clean. You can't tell the difference visually between an eye clean SI1 and a flawless. You can't. You would need, now if you've got microscopes and all that and a degree in gemology, then you can. But you cannot tell the difference. And if you're wondering where those qualifications are coming from, it's all happening from the GIA report that's coming with it for free. The report is done on the center diamond individually. Then you have the double halo around it. Welcome into our big Friday night. So glad you're with us. Happy New Year, almost. We're getting closer to the big day, but this is where we're gonna show you the diagram, the charting of it. Jill, if you like it, call me early. We can do any gold color on the ring. So the mounting itself can be changed, but let's take a look at this and we'll show you the GIA cert that's coming with the beautiful ring with the carat 96 in diamonds around it. So here is, again, this is the center stone certificate. Cushion modified brilliant. It's just, again, as I mentioned, it's just off square. It's 6.1 by 5. So it's just a little bit elongated. Then you have the 101 carat weight, the F color, the SI1. Don't forget, doesn't matter that it's SI1 as long as it's eye clean. Speaking to that, here's the diagram. If that stone was large enough to be to scale here, you would see a magnified view that would show you just those 4 little inclusions behind the table facet. You will not see those. Your naked eye, I know you might have great eyesight, Maybe you've had laser eyesight surgery. No, you're going to need a lot more help than that to see those inclusions. This is if the stone is that big. That's the only way to see it. So you've got that. You're going to need microscopic help here to bring that to fruition. Now, excellent. Of course, that's the polish, very good symmetry, and a blue fluorescence. That kind of makes it special because only a third of natural diamonds have fluorescence, so I kind of like that. Doesn't matter unless it's under UV light. Unless you're in line at Space Mountain at Disneyland, it's probably not going to matter because that's really the best blue light I can think of. But anyway, that's where your stone would actually glow blue. It's kind of a cool little party trick too. Unless you have one of those UV pen lights, it's another way to see your fluorescence. Again, Tony, it's 196 in diamond weight. That's our classic 196 mounting. It's just giving you diamonds galore. And we even did it in 14 karat gold, but like I said, we'll change it. So if your preference is to have yellow, we'll do it. It starts at $17,999. Well, we don't need to worry about that. We may have the yellow diamond gone. Let's get the white diamond gone. Here's what it looks like on my hand. So you can see the size that's going to give you overall. It's a very important piece. That's your own personal disco ball. We've got one here that's computer generated for our Club TV on Friday night. This is your own personal portable version, but done in diamonds, not mirrored mosaics. Diamonds, even better, and yet they don't quit. All that brilliance, of course, all those side diamonds are VS round brilliance. This one is under $10,000, and what a day to be saving 10% on. You got the right idea here. Get those higher end, those more specialty pieces. You save a bunch on everything, but you're saving even more when it's those higher end museum styles. Do you know that we have in all our entire inventory, we have 2 diamonds that are 1 carat in white diamonds? 2. It's really tough to get you a value on white diamonds. They're so in demand worldwide that it's actually tough, even though they're more commonplace than the colors of diamonds. They're tough to get a value on because everybody needs them, right? Pendants, earrings, rings, engagement styles worldwide. It's always, there's a huge demand for white diamonds. So you don't see a lot of big values or savings on them. That's what makes this so special. It's not even $79.99. It's not even close, really. We're going to take it down again, and I know it's not all going to be high-end museum pieces. We got a little something for everybody. Obviously, we've seen quite a range in already affordability, but this is going to be better than even $79 or $69.99. It's the day to get your diamond ring. And if you are a stickler about quality, I am too. I wear, important pieces that I love. I feel like you just invest into one good thing. You don't need to upgrade every few years. Like, again, that's going to end up costing you more money in the long run anyways. Get that best quality. And I always advise, because I probably consult on engagement rings just as a favor to friends and family. I would say annually, probably help people, I would say 30 or 40 different engagement rings that I just help family and friends out with every year. And I always recommend to get, I say get a better quality in the color. And then if you're going to go, if you don't have all the money in the world and you can't just go spend like $25 million, then go ahead and get a really good eye clean SI stone. That's what I always recommend. Because if you're going to cheat a little, get a bigger size and a better color, cheat on the clarity, and as long as you get one that, if it has a big old black carbon spot right in the middle, then yeah, you'll see that. But if it doesn't, this one doesn't, then it doesn't, you can't tell with your naked eye if it's a flawless stone or an SI1. That is hugely important. So just again, what I always advise, and consult to get is all here in this very example. And it's not $69.99, it's $59.99 instead, and you get $600 off that price. So it'll actually be, instead of $59.99, it's actually gonna come below $5,400 for you. So we only have one there. It's a fabulous piece, and I wanna show you again. And thank you. Hi, Catherine C. She said she got a tanzanite, she wore it. Oh, you got it on the 5th? And she said, I got my hand grabbed by many. Oh, that's wonderful. Well, thank you, Kathy in New York. I appreciate that. So that is wonderful. I'm so glad. Tanzanite. I like how she spelled it too. She spelled it N-I-G-H-T. That's a cool idea too. I like that. Tanzanite. It is. I should probably call our New Year's Eve party the Tanzanite, like N-I-G-H-T, because it's going to be probably the last day we have them for you. So I'm so glad you love it, Catherine, or Kathy, thank you so much. I enjoy that you enjoy it, and I'm glad that everyone was admiring it as well. Hope you told them a little bit about Blue Wing Blog D, because that's the beauty of what we've got. All right, coming up next, $59.99, that's $600 off. Let's show you, we've got a gorgeous Paraíba, but let's get it more affordable here for you, so that you've got a chance to pick up some things that don't necessarily cost, $5 or $6 or $10,000. We've got some options for you, certainly. And again, the rose rings are still here. They're very popular. They continue to be popular. We do have demantoid, Paraíba, big bracelets. I do have our diamond solitaire pendant as well. But let's get you going on a little fire opal action, because I know it's been one of our hotter stones of late, is the fire opal that so many of you have been asking for. And usually they're in rings. It is something that I like to tell you with rings, they're always something you need to be a little bit more considerate and careful of, because they're a little softer, okay? So Here's what I would like to just address. If you would like to have a worry-free fire opal, where you're not playing with fire every time you put it on, because let's face it, one knock and you could scratch it or chip it if you're wearing a ring. And if you tend to be a little harder on your jewelry, this is how you want to wear your fire opal. It's a pendant. And the top little scroll of pave is actually going to be the top bail. And then you get the fire, which we're still bringing you the real best material out there. It's not yellow, it's not orange, it's pure red. Cherry reds with those really secondary, I mean, if anything, it's got a secondary hue of orange, but it's mostly red. Most of our really top quality fire opals, they're mistaken for rubies most of the time. That's what you're getting here, that same quality. But you have to be a little more cognizant of the fact that if you're wearing a fire opal in a ring, especially the bigger they are, or the more it stands up high, you might be a little more leery about that, and it might end up sitting on the shelf a few days, where you want to wear your great jewelry. This is a color that goes with everything, thanks to it being that really kind of candy apple fiery red. It's a cherry red, really, is how I would describe it. Plus, it's giving you that beautiful glow thanks to clarity, and it's still an opal, but it's just different. It's not meant to give you all the colors like a black opal or a crystal opal. It's supposed to be that really, again, what you're looking for is a saturation of color. That's very high-end. That's what you have here. 112-7083. We're going to go ahead and let you have it. I know this has been the request by many. Take a look at it. It's our fire opal pendant, so I know it's been a little tougher to create something like it. Well, here it is, and we're ready to give you a value. It's our 160 fire opal with 6 points in diamonds. Right up top, keep in mind right now it's in rose gold. You don't have to leave it that way. You can get yellow gold, you can get white gold, you can really make it your own. And so and absolutely, Susan, let me know what kind of bangle you need, larger or smaller price range. I think we have about 50 diamond bangles, so if you can give me a little bit like single row, double row, triple row, I think we can go up to 4 rows. Do you want the Wonder style, which is pointed, or a straight edge? Let me know, Susan, what you need, and we can bring out something a little more specific. But here we go, carat 60, let's go 0 to start, $100 increments on it, and we'll go that way. On the big fire opal that looks even larger than it weighs, so let me show it to you from a distance, as I like to do, so you know what to expect when you see it at home. Here's what it looks like from a distance. See how red it is? Pure red. Then you've got this really cool detail. So the scroll is going to go off to one side, and then you string your favorite chain right through it. It is a 0 to start, no reserve auction. And then top to bottom, 3/4 of an inch. I'll put it on the neckline if that helps you gauge the size perspective a little bit better. That's what it looks like from a distance away, so you can see how it really still stands out and gives you that beautiful look. Now, I'm a big fan of fashion, so again, I like to consider, is it going to go with the things I wear? Well, the red color that it is goes with everything. Absolutely everything. And we have no open. All right, we'll put it back up close and we'll give it 60 seconds and you got it. So Susan, I will bring out some bangles for you. Susan is looking, she wants, Will, would you be able to go in the back and see if we have a single or double row bangle with diamonds and just straight, not the V-shaped wonder bangle, just the straight line bangle. So, and we have $100. Well, it will sell after all. We got $100 to start us off. Thank you so much. And who knows, that could be where it goes. You never know. There's a no reserve auction for a reason. It's to make sure it does go. Don't forget about the big yellow diamond, which I'll be wearing the rest of the night or as long as I can until it goes. And then here we are with our big fire opal, and we have $100 going once. Oh my goodness, who is it, Jess? We've had some really good values tonight so far, wouldn't you say? $1 ring, now a $100 pendant. Who is it? Hi, Gladys. Well, Gladys, it's looking good. She's our only bidder so far, and there's no reserve. So remember, if you go, oh, and by the way, I should probably tell you about the original price. It's at $12.99 piece, and you're still going to get 10% off if you win this auction. Just because there's no reserve and we started at nothing doesn't mean you can't take 10%, because everything means everything, right? So we have 200, 300. Tim's bidder wants to go on a little mini power bid trek there. So we've got 300 looking for 4. Take a look at it. We might just wrap this thing up. Let's give it 2 minutes. Let's go ahead and give it 2 minutes. Why not? It's not too late to dial, but you got 2 minutes to jump in. And then, Susan, we're going to bring out a bangle for you. I got it on the way. And then don't forget, you're changing the gold color. If you don't want rose gold, no problem. You can get any gold color you want. It's white gold. Think about how the white gold's going to show off the white diamonds. It's already last call. We're going to be selling it in a minute 45. This is how the show's going to go tonight. We got a wild Club TVON so far, and I have a feeling it's going to get real wild before this show is over in 2 hours. So stay with me. Tell a friend. Join us. Be a part of this one. We've had some wild deals already, and now we're already in last call. 85 seconds remaining till we sell it. I've got the bangle coming up for you, Susan. That's on the way next. It's going to help out a lot of people who want the ultimate diamond bangle, like a bangle, like a tennis bracelet, but more structured, is what we're going to show you. And then, Tim, who do you have at $300? Oh, really? Are they? Is that even possible? Yes, it is. That's wonderful. Really? That is very well, David, I like the way you think. That is thinking positive right there. That's for sure. That is some very optimistic thinking, David, and I like it. I like the optimism. So we're talking football. He's making his big game projections. I can't say SB. I can't say that. But you know the bowl that's really, really fantastic and really big deal in February? That one. Wow. All right, so we've got a last call here. Does anyone want to go $400? Yes or no? We've got 30 seconds left until it sells. This is the fire opal. Everybody's been asking for fire opal pendants. I just have a feeling everybody's not always here right now watching the show. So that's why no reserve in an auction that started at nothing is really helping you get a value, big time value. On a $12.99 piece where you still would save 10% right now, he'd be in position to get it for $270. If you go 400, you would actually, if you win it at 4, you actually get it for obviously $360. So it's a really important piece. And we're in last call. Let me know if we go $400. So, no, it's not an owl. It's a bowl. Did you mean bowl? SB, not SO. Tony says the superb owl. It's just like that. I see what you're doing there, though. I like it. Yeah, you just move that last beat. I get what you're doing. I like that. That's why I'm going to say from now on, because you know we can get sued if you, nobody abides by it, but you can't say the name of the big game, you know, the football game that happens in February. So that's perfect. We're going to call it the superb owl from now on. That's perfect, Tony. Thank you for resolving that. I think I'm the only person that abides by that anyways, but anyway, comes from a long line of journalism right there. You learn the ins and outs, the do's and the don'ts. You don't say trademark things unless you want trouble. All right. So here we go. Do we have $400? You got it? Sold. Congratulations. Let's show this diamond bangle. Susan, here it is. And for anybody who wants a diamond bangle, because here's the deal. It's like a tennis bracelet style, but the tennis bracelets, you know, are the link styles that are flexible. This one is a bangle. It's a bangle, so it just allows you to have diamonds that are huge sitting up top at all times. And it doesn't rotate or spin, which I kind of like because, again, I don't like my jewelry to move. I like to put it on and for it to stay where it's supposed to stay. Just stay where you look your best. And that's what this bangle is going to do. It's 1110362, and I love these old item numbers because isn't that great? You get old gold pricing and old diamond pricing. And I'm not one for old things usually. I'm not into like vintage stuff. I don't wear like vintage clothing, and I'm not into vintage cars. But I will say this. I love when we can do an old gold price. I love when price tags are old. I love when price tags are from a different era. That's what I'm talking about. Diamonds, same thing. Sign me up. It's even more important. Diamonds at an old price. That's what we're doing right now. Take a look. You're not going to believe this. It's a 364 bangle. That would be, just think of it like a point for every day of the year on a leap year, right? And then you've got your diamonds up top. They look incredible because why? They're huge, big VS diamond round brilliance that we love. Then you have, this is the halfway around, because if you did this all the way around, honestly, there's really no point. The backside you're not going to see because that's the whole point of putting them up front in a hinge bangle. Watch this. It's an oval shape. So when you look at this from the side, it hinges on one side. It's going to open up like so. That's easy. You pop it right on your wrist. You close. This, I always like to put the hinge closer to the body, so it's really easy. And then you just lock your figure eights. But listen, I'm not a teeny tiny petite person, right? I'm almost 6 feet tall, just kind of big bones. I got to say, I love this bracelet because look at the diamonds. They're massive. They're larger than the Swarovski crystals on the Moschino. So that's a good thing. That's not going to get lost. This isn't a little, dental floss fragment of a diamond bangle. It's the big deal, and if it looks big on me, it's going to look really big on you because it's a really good size diamond all the way from one side to the other. Again, really not a lot of point in putting it on the back side. Now, no one's going to really see that much. So this is what I love. Easy access on and off. You've got your hinge style here, which is going to open up. Then you have 2 figure eights. Well, we want to lock that into place. So you're going to fasten those when you're good to go out the door, and we can do yellow gold, which looks great. Still look how white the diamonds look even in the yellow. or you can get white or rose. Just tell us. Now, this is the average size. You can see it gives me some room. I do, for a reference, I wear a 6.5-inch bracelet typically. If it's a line bracelet, I wear an average size bangle. That's where you can see it goes up to a 7.5-inch because it's going to give you a little bit of room there. So let's take a look at it up close. We're going to give you a really, really, really good value, and we're going to blow it out. And this is one of those icons. I'm surprised this hadn't been requested as of yet in this sale. Maybe you forgot we had these big diamond bangles. We don't show them all that often. Probably shouldn't be showing it all that often. With the money, we're going to go backwards here on this one. It is a lovely piece, and it's, I would, as much as I love it in yellow gold, because I'm a yellow gold wearer, I usually do recommend our white diamond pieces in white gold if you're not sure where to go. Go with the white gold because it only shows you that much more apparently how white and bright and high quality these diamonds are. So that's where you typically go. Go with the white gold if you're not sure. If all you wear is yellow or rose, we've got those options and choices for you. It's, again, we're looking at a $99.99 piece. At least it should be. We're going to go a lot lower because it is our year-end clearance sale. We're getting ready for the Happy New Year. So we're going year-end clearance here, and take a look at this. It's going to be a really cool, still layerable, stackable, all that. We're going to blow it out right now. It's not going to be $99, $89, $79, $69, $59. What about, okay, this I love. What if we take it even better than $5,000 when you know those diamonds are huge? If it was 364 individual diamonds, okay, they're one-pointers. There aren't 300 diamonds in this bangle. I didn't, to be honest, it just came out by request. I didn't count them all. But I would say, rough estimate, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, I would say you probably have 35 diamonds there in that bangle. So that means they're, close to 10 points in that neighborhood a piece. Those are a big deal. Individually, it's not even $49.99. Let's go lower. Here's the great news about it. You wear it every day. It might not be a $5 piece. Well, we don't have those. It's the top of the hour, by the way, so welcome into the show. Hour number 2 is here on a Friday night. Welcome on in. Happy New Year, everybody. I know it's a little early, but hey, we're starting the party a little early here. We've got our festive decor up. It is festive. And so we're ready to help celebrate. And honestly, had I known about the decor, I probably would have worn a white t-shirt. It's a lot to compete with here, but again, who knew? So here we go. $49.99 is better deal on your bangle. I really recommend investing into those pieces you know you're going to wear at this point. I know it's fun to buy that really big rhodochrosite or that huge Mandarin garnet or that big purple sapphire, but if those are pieces that you're going to wear once every so often, that may not be, especially during a sale event where you want to put your hard-earned money at first. This is the piece you live in the second it arrives. It's one of those you put on and you probably aren't taking off. And you wear it day in and day out, and you know you're wearing quality, and you know there's no upgrading years from now because you started with the best, right? You didn't have to go any further. So this is going to be you know what, skip it. We're not going to do $49.99, and still one of the biggest sale events. Well, it's as big a sale event as we do. And you've got 10% off everything that we show you, brand new to older pieces that are classics like this, all the way through the new year. That's no secret. I'm not going to tell you something that ain't true. It's happening through the new year, but that's only a couple of days away. So you've got a few days, and this one hasn't been here yet in this event, and it's $3,999. And by the way, $400, that's no small deal. That could buy you more jewelry here tonight. You'll save $400 in addition. You get it for $35.99. We have another request coming up. It's for a brand new shopper. Did you, now, there's 2 ways to pronounce it. It's Elena or Helena. Could be either, so I don't know if we have a correct pronunciation, but we have a brand new shopper who made a request here for a blue sapphire. So we do have that coming up next. And let me know if you want that bangle, the stunning, larger individual diamonds. It really is something. And you've got solid mirror finish gold in the back. And then, of course, your double figure 8s there to lock it into place. And you can have any gold you want at $35.99 will actually be your price tag. So that's another request. I've had a couple requests. Let me tell you, they haven't gone to our requesters. So keep that in mind. You don't have to be the requester to take something here, whether it's a one of a kind. If you're first, you get it. Or if it's a piece we have a little bit of quantity, you don't have to be the requester to take it, obviously. So that's important to remember. Here comes our blue sapphire, 112-6449. Well, this is a really important sapphire, and it's about as classic as they come. It's 112-6449, and it's rare. It's actually, we don't do a lot of blue sapphires. You think it's one of the more common recognized stones. You know it, you've heard about it. I can bring you stones that nobody's ever heard of, or we can bring you stones that are something you're aware of and probably have been aware of since you were even, you know, a kid and before you maybe got passionate about jewelry and gems. Well, this is all about quality, and that's why we don't have a lot of blue sapphires, because they have to be. Blue sapphires are actually not all that rare. They're out there. They're a really, really special stone that are well known, and they are typically blue, but of course we'll have a variety of colors that we show you, from yellow to potparachas to pinks to the purples I just mentioned. But the blues have to be of a certain color to bring them here on this show. We're not going to bring in the deep dark blues, which quite frankly most of them look like a midnight sky, that exact color. Where I'm pointing here, that deep dark night sky, that navy inky blue, where you know what I'm talking about, where it's really, it's hard to determine if it's actually blue or if it's black. That is not the ideal color of sapphire. The problem is that's how 99% of the sapphires that come out of the ground from all points of the globe look. They're deep, dark navy blues. They're richer blues that are too dark, really, for what the ideal is considered. This is a royal blue. That is what's considered the ideal. This and the cornflowers, depending on if you like a little lighter, brighter, or a little more richness, those are the colors you want. And that's what you're getting here with this 109 Ceylon, best source today. In modern times, Ceylon, i.e. Sri Lanka, is the best source for sapphires. It's the highest quality. You get a carat or two in the double halo diamond, split shank to really give it a nice anchor, because if it was just on one little skinny band, it might be a little flimsy for the width of the piece overall. So we gave it that split shank, and if you are looking for ideal, again, it goes with like our diamond quality is out, you know, off the charts. We love it. So it really is all about the ideal all the time. This sapphire is what it's all about as well, where you can see right on through it, full transparency, great color. Here's how it looks from a distance, because that's important, because even if you got a great sapphire that looks good up close, sometimes from the further distance away, it starts to look more inky, and then it looks more, you know, more navy dark. That's not happening here. You see the pops of blue it gives. It's under, well, guys, I can show you this real quick. Here's what I'm supposed to get here tonight. On sale, by the way. It is a $49.99 piece. Right there, there's the photograph of the ring on the left. There's the price tag. It is supposed to be. Let's get this show rocking and rolling. Let's make it a Friday you will not soon forget. Let's create some magic here on jewelry values with the sale event. You honestly can't get a better deal than what you're shopping for tonight. And we're looking at a carat or two in diamonds as well. It's under $2,500. That's like you walked into our store and we said, everything is 50% off. Then there's the exemption for the big important sapphire in the corner over there. Oh, that one's not. Oh, it is. It's not $2,500 either. I'm all about discounts. I love a good sale. I am a shopper through and through. It's your day to shop. You just set everything else aside, put all the cares and worries aside, take that deep breath. We're between holidays. We're in that little void between, you know, the holiday letdown and, oh, ramping back up again, getting ready for New Year's celebration, thinking about all those things we think about in the new year. Here's your time to get a sapphire. The classic, the wearable, the durable, it'll put up with everyday wear, and here's the quality you want. And it's not 25 or 24 or 23. I'll keep going. We got to move it. It's the piece to get, and I can go through weeks at a time with you and not have blue sapphire at all. So it is rare to get. That quality is what we strive for, and this is it. 22? Nope. $21.99? Absolutely not. Giving you the value. It is going to be for one collar in your choice of gold, in your ring size. There's no extra charge for any of that. I mentioned that because we have a new shopper who requested this. So remember, there's no hidden expense. The price you see is actually, you get a better price than what you're seeing. Because today you're getting 10% extra off. That's the important thing. And it's not even $2,199. This is the value to get a hold of right now, and we will ask for better than even, you know what, make it $1,999, and the first caller takes it, but then there's an extra $200 right off that price. So what you see there at $1,999, it gets better. It's down to $1,799 if you'd like to have it, and that's in any gold you want. So remember all those extras. Those extras are not costing you extra. They're extra luxuries. Extra value. It's extra that we do. We pay extra. Somebody's got to pay for the shipping. Someone's got to pay for the sizing, the labor to do it, the extra gold, the you know, this and that. You don't pay for it. We do. That's what luxury shopping's all about, is having, you know, if you're going to go buy a great piece of jewelry, shouldn't you get those extra bonuses and not have to pay more? That's how I look at it. That's really just adverse to the way the industry runs. We are the exception to the rule. So do we have a new shopper over there, Will? Where's she calling from? Wonderful. Well, welcome in. And could you ask the correct pronunciation just so I get it right? Helena, thank you so much. Helena, enjoy your new sapphire piece. Enjoy and wear it in good health for many, many, many years to come. That is very, very important. Enjoy it. All right, let's move on. We've got a new designer ring. Oh, this one's fun. This one's really, really cool. We've got a cool design. I honestly haven't had anything like this. Look at that. And well, maybe I'll flip it around. That might be actually, I kind of like to look at it this way, where we've got 3 marquise cut yellow diamonds. That would be 112, 7133. And welcome to our show. Again, lots of new viewers and registers. Welcome on in, everybody. What a great pleasure to have you with us and joining us here each and every night, Monday through Sunday, 5 to 8 Pacific. Don't forget, we have 2 morning shows as well. They've been around since the beginning, and 10 a.m. on Saturday and Sundays Pacific time as well. But here we go with our beautiful 18 karat gold ring. It's 7133 is the number. This would be, that would be a 104 diamond weight in total. They've added them all up, but take a look. There's only 12 diamonds. 4, of course, 4 different stones per row, if you will, all wrapping around your finger. Of course, part of that coil design is having that gold as well that's mirror finished. So you have a carat of 4 in the white and the marquise yellow. So everything's a really large stone there. And so think about what you have here. A really important one-of-a-kind designer ring does stay in the 18 karat yellow gold. That makes sense. I mean, you've got some really bright marquise cuts in Blair. Marquise happening right now. There is, ever since, you know, Selena has made them popular again. She's, put the marquise back on the map. It's funny how the celebs have that influence, don't they? But again, you buy what you like. Who cares what the celebs are doing? I only care what you like. And if I happen to show you something you do like, then you call in and you pick up the phone and you make it yours. But this is going to be quite the value as it looks on the hand here for you. So it sits relatively low profile. So you have a ring you can wear with ease. And I never really understood the importance I talk about all the time, but I was out in a colder environment the last, I was out of state yesterday, up till yesterday before I saw you guys at night, and, you know, did break out. I got to break out all the gloves, and, you know, it usually was the question of, do you wear the gloves or do you wear the jewelry? And you have to make a choice based on the day. If you have a ring like this, you don't need to make the choice. You can still wear gloves with a ring that sits low profile, and that's important if you're wearing, you know, if you're in colder weather for, you know, 5-6 months out of the year, like I know a lot of people are. So this is, we would know nothing about that, but, you know, again, got to experience it for myself being in cold weather the last few days and broke out the gloves. I left the jewelry at home. The jewelry was at home. It was like, I'm not wearing my big rings. This wouldn't have been a problem. Could have worn that ring. And then when you take the gloves off, when you go into, you know, the restaurant, I was wearing some fashion gloves that I'll admit I did not take off during the meal because they were part of the outfit. but the cold weather gloves you're taking off, right? So that's where, again, a ring like this really is helpful. It just means you're going to wear it. I never want you to buy something that you love and then put it in the jewelry box and that's where it resides. I want you to wear it, take it out, enjoy it, love it, live in it. That's what jewelry's about. It's portable luxuries that are always bringing a smile to your face. That is what it's about. This is your chance to get a $39.99 TVON ring that is new and designer and gorgeous, all bigger diamonds, and we're gonna make it a lot more affordable like, okay, I was gonna do $19.99, let's skip that. Let's skip 19, let's go even lower. Let's truly, truly blow this out and make it $14.99. You'll save another $150 off that price, but remember, there is only the one. So that will be going very, very quickly. And get ready, we got a big Tanzanite deal. Well, how about this for something special? Could I actually give you maybe the best per carat price? Because we're getting to the last days of Blue Wing. New Year's Eve looks like it'll probably be the last. Even if we got one available, looks like they won't be available on New Year's Day because they're going to be shipped off to museums. I did bring out a very modern, fresh take on a Blue Wing. Look at this. It's coming up. Oh, bet you don't have one that looks like that. With the modern styling of the band, that's coming up, and we'll do something incredible. Hey, Nan, thanks for checking in. She said she got some thread. Oh, how nice. She got threader earrings for a gift. That's so funny. Okay. I have to share this. This is really funny. Oh my gosh, I love that. Well, Nan, thank you for sharing that. That's a great story. I haven't heard that before. That's adorable. She said, I bought some threader earrings for my assistant. Well, fabulous, number one. I can sign up. I've got a few hours during the daytime hours if you need another assistant, Nan. But she treated her assistant, her number one assistant, in fairness, to some threader earrings, and she said her husband got her a vacuum. I love that. She said she asked for it, though. She wanted the vacuum, and so she spent Christmas Day vacuuming while wearing her new earrings. I love that. That is, was I not just talking about everyday luxuries? Was maybe the day on the agenda, do you ever wake up in the morning and go, yeah, today is not like, nothing on the agenda looks like an exciting, fabulous banner day. But then you realize, but it could be. Every day should be. even if you're doing mundane things or it's just the errand, maybe it's the day you're dreading, you know, that day you're dreading, right? They happen. I'm going, oh, not that day. Not that day with that appointment, or not that day with that presentation, or not that day with that doctor's appointment. This is how you make every day special, and I love that. I mean, great example. Nan, thank you so much for sharing that. That's great. I'm picturing it now. Vacuuming with the new diamond threaders on. I mean, that's what I'm talking about. Having pieces you can wear every day, because life involves vacuuming sometimes and other things that are just mundane, you know, those very banal activities that they don't have to be so much if you're wearing great diamond jewelry. I love that. Yes, that is fabulous. All right, coming up, we're going to show you that tanzanite in a little bit. Also, the 1 carat diamond solitaire pendant is here. Thank you for sharing that, Nan, and I'm so glad. Thank you for shopping, too. I mean, it's wonderful that we have gift opportunities for you. And yes, I did, Denise. Yes, I did. Hey, Denise, it's Friday nights. It's honestly, I can only say, though, that that's something that happens almost every show I do. So, yep, you gotta stay tuned in. What can I say? It happens, not just Friday nights. I can't use the Club TVON as an excuse. It happens. I do that sometimes. So, yep, let's get to our ruby wheel. We've got a really special trio of rubies that are all brand new. We're talking about, like, super fresh, brand new rings, and oh my goodness, they just one after the other. And we saw some great rubies last night. If you were with me last night, you know we brought out men's pieces, ladies' pieces that were just divine, but they were all $6,000, right? That's where they were. Well, what if we can get you a Burma that doesn't have to be 2.5 carats or 2 carats in size? Let's get you some Burma where the luxury is there, the color is there, the quality, the crystallinity, that full transparency all throughout the 3. It's all there. But guess what? They're not $6,000. That's a big reason they're on a wheel together. Number 1, I want you to pick the perfect piece for you. Number 2, I want to make sure that you are getting your fabulous favorite here. And it's just, there's one way to go about this. It's make it easy. It's make it simple. They're all one of a kind. They're all in platinum. So yes, one more thing to add that just upgrades you here on this one overall. Whichever one you pick, you're going the right direction here. But there are rubies with diamonds. I'm going to walk you through the carat weights. We start over here with that more elongated halo. Isn't that pretty, with that double row of the rounds on the sides? And then that's one that has the rounds and the baguettes. The other one you'll notice is a halo too, but it's just got baguettes and the rounds are on the inside. This one mixes and matches them and alternates them. I would say that ruby too is also showing off a really special blue red, isn't it? You really see the Mogok blue secondary hues in that one very, very well. So you do have that one. That one's going to be item number, that'll be 7088. And that, rather, hold on, I got it backwards. That's the one that's actually going to be 7094. It's our 57-point ruby, more elongated oval with 34 points in diamonds. If we go to the center, that's going to be the 56-point ruby with 56 points in diamonds. That's easy enough. And then you also have a platinum 74-point oval over here on the right. That would be 74 points in the center and 28 points in the diamonds, both baguettes and rounds. Let me know which one you like. They're all coming to an inexplicable low price. Even if you're watching the sale and you know TVON and you know the values are always a bit inexplicable, this one is going to wow you to another level. Because if you know Mogok Burma rubies, you know that they're $20,000 a carat and up. They've been under sanction for the better part of 2 decades. It is the most valuable ruby. We talked about this with the sapphire and ruby. They come from all different points of the globe. They're not actually stones that are hard to find. You can probably walk into any jewelry store right now and they're going to have a ruby or two to show you. But it's about the quality. A Mozambique ruby doesn't look anything like a Vietnamese ruby. A Vietnamese ruby does not look like a Thai ruby. And the fact is, you can go through all the sources worldwide. None are going to look like a Mogok Burma ruby. That's the highest end. That's the elite level. That's the special one you want. And any one of these 3, and that's all we have here, is Burma. Every single one I show you is Burma. They're the best of the best of the best. And yet, watch what we're doing. Diamonds galore, platinum settings. We won't make a single one of them even $39.99. We're going to give them away like we do. And you get 10% off. You got basically 2 hours tonight. We got a few more days, guys. It's going through the new year. That's no secret, but that's going to be next Wednesday. Then it's over. So that sounds a long way away, and then you realize, no, that's only a few shows away, and it's a busy time of year, and you might be on the go. Get your values now, because the truth is the pieces don't come back show after show. They're here now. Yes. I can, because it's amazing, and you know what? It's on my hand. So I'll get the information for you, but it hasn't gone far because, Tim, it's rare for me to wear a ring through the whole show. I've been doing that because I can't get enough of it, and the other fact is I know it's going. I know it's the last chance I'll ever get to wear it. Yeah, I presented it earlier. Now, Tim, tell me something. Did they see the presentation in the first hour earlier? Did they see the full deal, or are they just saying, what the heck is she wearing on her right hand? And Santa was good to her. I thought she was on the naughty list. Why'd she get that? Okay. So, no, I mean, did she see the full presentation earlier, or is she just getting a glimpse at it? I'll put it on my hand here. It's the 3-carat diamond. It's a 301, actually. And just a reminder, we can put it back up close, you know, by itself after we... You got it. All right, so what we'll do is we'll complete the rubies there, and if they want to stick around, we'll get these out the door, and then we'll show the diamond ring again, because obviously that's going to go in a hurry when you see the price tag, and some people are kind of, we're thinking about it already, we know that. So here's our best value on rubies of the day. We're going to make it really simple and easy, and all you have to do is tell me, do you like the left, the right, or the center? Because they're $9.99 a piece. There's $3,000 off, but you get another savings of about $100 off extra, so they're $8.99 instead. So what comes down to $9.99 is actually $8.99 at checkout for you. If you'd like to get any one of those three, and let me know which one you like, we'll try them on as we get ready to get those out the door in a hurry. And when they're in platinum as well, that's pretty special. Platinum setting, diamonds galore. You choose whether you want. Do you want baguettes and rounds? Well, guess what? You get them on all three. Just different ways they're set. Here's the rounds and then the baguettes. Here's the baguettes on one side and the rounds on the other. And here's where they actually alternate around the ruby. So you get that special look. All right, Tim, who wants to see the yellow diamond again? Brenda. Well, let me show you something. I know this sold about a month ago. Apparently a transaction didn't go through, and we gave them about a month, and it's been released tonight. And it's 11122736, and it is quite the value because, well, I'm going to just prop it up here for a minute so you can see what kind of amazing brilliance you're still getting from an emerald cut yellow diamond. It's 11122736. We had it up earlier as a full presentation. It is the 3-carat 01, but I don't have another 301 that is priced anywhere near this one. It is the one to get. It's a carat 47 in the double halo pave. Fully finished under gallery. It is big. I might have to get out the ruler and measure it for you so you can see and understand how complete this ring is with the 2 tones of gold, which it will stay as it is there. Plus you've got this incredible look when you see it on the hand from a distance. It sits really pretty low profile. And then let me actually pop in this ruler. Why not? So there's no surprises because I can make any ring look small. I have a really large hand. I can palm a basketball, and a lot of my guy friends can't, and they're jealous. But you know, I've got long fingers. I was blessed. I guess I was born to be a hand model, right? And that's my job description. So here we go. There it is. That's going to be a 3/4 inch length because I need you to understand that's actually, it's a tad bit more. It's not quite 7/8, but it's right there between 3/4 and 7/8 of an inch in the length. But again, that's what I was saying earlier. You could put this on the index finger as well. It's a size 6, so it's not going to go all the way up. But you get the idea. That's how you could wear it. Maybe that doesn't have to be bridal. It doesn't have to be engagement ring. It doesn't have to be anniversary. You wear what you like and you wear it where you like it. But the whole point is it's $13,999, which magically with the call on a phone is going to turn into $12,599. To get this incredible, yes, best value on a 3-carat 01. We have 3 people talking about it right now. That's what happens with the yellow diamonds. And oh, do I wish I had 3 yellow diamonds that were 3 carats each that were $13,999. I don't. There's only one. And I have, for the record, I have other 3-carat yellow diamonds. There's a heart shape here. There's a beautiful oval. They're far more money. They're all the way 20 to 25,000. This one's already spoken for. Congratulations. That one's gone. And yeah, that's what happens. Now take a look because we're going to go back to our rubies. Did we have some questions on the rubies? Thank you so much on the yellow diamond. And let me show you, where were they? This one was here. We'll go back to them briefly here just in case Jason or Jess have any questions on our $9.99 ruby assortment here. But there they are. I can get you the size right now, Tim. I can tell you right now, live in real time, what size it is. It is a 7 1/4 right now, actually. So never mind, it's a 7 1/4. So yep, 7. I did a little estimate, and there you go. So you got it. The center one, which for the record, that one's the one with the rounds first and the baguette second. That's going to be just 1127088. Take a look at it on the hand here. This one is a size 6, and there it is. That's where you have that beautiful, look at the glow from a distance away, completely transparent and crystalline. And that's our 56 pointer with 56 points of diamond. So it's the 56 ring. Jason, any questions on the rubies before we go? And that's a one of a kind. They all are. When they're gone, they're gone. Look at that. Yes. Sure. Not much. I've never sold them. But again, very similar to Mozambique because it's not all that far geographically away. Mozambique stones are good, by the way. If I did not, let's say I didn't have access to Burma, I would recommend Mozambique. It's my second favorite source of rubies besides Burma. But there's still a very different color that they have. So they're not top quality. Again, it depends. There's some good ones, there's some not good ones like any other source. Trust me, all Burmas don't look this good either. I mean, Burmas, you still have to seek them out and get the special stones. But you know, there's nothing really that special. It's been around for a little while. They've been mining them for decades, but very similar to the Mozambique as far as their look. Yeah. Not anything super valuable though. Usually have a little more purple color to them. All right, so we're just talking about different sources of rubies. Usually you can tell the ruby source by the secondary hue. We'll go back to the rubies. I know, just moving my yellow diamond back over to get it out to shipping as soon as possible. Also, coming up at the top of next hour at 7 o'clock Pacific, I will bring out the record breaker that's about to be. I know I'm giving that away, but I'm going to do something record breaking. And I know it's a modern mounting and I know it's different. It doesn't look like anything else we've had in Blue Wing, but that's kind of why I like it because I think a lot of us are not on our very first Blue Wings. Maybe you're on your second, third, fourth, fifth, 10th. So we've got a great design that's going to bring it to you. Was that Brenda over there, Tim? Was it? Thank you, Brenda. Where's she calling from, by the way? Florida. Thank you, Brenda. We'll have it right out to you. Can't help but think about that yellow diamond and the Florida sunshine. I think that's going to look really good. And I think it's going to be beautiful on you. So thank you, Brenda, and enjoy it and Happy New Year. And then let me know, Jesse, if you have any questions about the rubies. Yeah. Of course, we can just move the others to the side and just give it a full little like graphics and everything. 112-7088. We got time. We got 95 minutes left together tonight. We see each other in the morning as well. It's, you know, it's all about you. You're invited to the club. The club is still our kind of our new show here. So really, again, welcome to again, Friday night. Still kind of our newer back to TV here, and we're really excited to have it with you to kind of finish off the week and get you started for the official weekend to begin. But here it is at $9.99. It's $8.99 at checkout. You can't forget the 10% off. Giving you a huge extra bonus here, but this is really pretty with that double halo given 2 different distinctive diamond cuts. First the rounds, then the baguettes, all together fabulous. And let me know if you'd like to have that one in your collection. Don't forget we still have the white diamond that we brought out as well. So if you want a large white diamond, we did have one. It's rare to see. We did bring that out as well. Did that help Gladys out, Jason, or did you have any other questions? Good. I'm so glad. All right. So coming up next, do we need a diamond necklace or a big Russian demantoid? Or do we want to get into the Tanzanite still? That's happening top of the hour. We have diamond classics like our 5-stone band. I had a Panther ring earlier if you missed it. It started the show. That's when you probably knew there was an emergency on this Friday night, is that there's a Panther ring that's brand new in 18 karat gold that is still made it. And here it is if you were not with us at the very top of the show. Our $9.99 Emerald and Diamond Panther piece, 112-7111. Is right there. So that's just something I want to remind you of because I know our Panther pieces don't usually stick around and usually we need a few more than we even have. So got you covered there. Also have a beautiful bezel set diamond Y-style necklace. You've seen bezel set diamond necklaces here once, twice, 58,268 times. You've seen a lot of diamond bezels, but usually they're diamonds by the yard and we love them. This is the bezel set diamond Y-style necklace. Not a lariat because it doesn't move, it doesn't adjust. It's going to stay with this Y formation. The rest is this unbelievably smooth. I've seen many a snake chain in my life. This is slinky smooth. I'm talking about feels like butter. And it's going to, or I guess it's proper to say butter. Here's 112-7179. And you've got, look at the big diamonds here. 4 on each side. 4 in the drop, 12 stones. Let's try 7179 and see if it comes up correctly with a 101 diamond necklace. Hey, that's the diamonds we see in our Diamonds by the Yard that go all the way around. This time they're concentrated towards the center of the neckline. So you're getting 112-7179. Who knows? Maybe the item number is not going to work. We'll see. Platinum. 101 is the diamond weight. It's in a 16-inch length. Well, this is important. You probably want a shorter length because you've got this extension of extra length here. So 7179 is the number. It's going to be a platinum piece with a carat of 1 among just 12 diamonds. So they're really big. That's really cool. We love that. They're about, you know, a little under 10 points a piece. And then you've got all bezels and then this beautiful chain, which is going to be a super high polished. I mean, it really is super reflective there. You can see the great way. I just wish you could feel this right now. My goodness, what a pretty look. And then that's going to be what links all these bezels together. So again, 16 inches because, well, you're going to need probably a little extra room for that drop, which is about 1.5 inches in length. So we're going to show it on the neckline. You'll get a better idea. There is only one. It stays in platinum. Let's take a look. That's how it's going to look when it's on. 16-inch sits right there at the base of the neckline typically. And you see that drop you're getting. So this is where it's going to sit. It's not a choker length. Choker is usually a 13 or 14, depending on your neck size. That's usually a choker length. 16 is not. 16 is really designed to sit at the base of the neckline. That makes sense when you've got that drop. And this is very heavy. It's got a great feel to it. It's never going to flip or turn. You're never going to need to worry about those diamonds facing backwards because it can't happen as long as you put it on in the first place the proper way. Let's take another look. I just want to take it up close if I can, just because I need you to make sure we understand these are still the most amazing VS diamonds. I just know that there's no great way to show you the close-up. It's one thing to see it a mile away, but I also want to point out they're graduated and they're linked. So it's actually going to be this really kind of stationary style of the platinum between. The rest of the chain is going to be that slinky, malleable link style. This is going to be more stationed, so don't worry about it being flimsy in between the diamonds. I want to show you they're graduated, want to show you how bright they are, want to show you here, there's the side diamonds that you have. Remember, there were 4 on each side. They got a great basket that sits them up off the neckline. There are your 4 on the right side of your body. Here's the 4 on the left side of your body. And this is really odd to maneuver here with the length drop, but you can see there. I just want to make sure. It's hard to see jewelry when it's really far away because you don't know what the quality looks like or how the setting is done. I really just need to show you all the perspective. So this one's going to be actually better than, I don't know, about $44.99. Let's see if we can take it down lower, and somebody's going to own it in this really classic wearable style. You know what I can imagine? Having a DBTY layered right here with it. Maybe your DBTY sitting a little bit higher, like you can, do if you want, or having the DBTY lower. Play with it, have fun with it. Let's make it 1,000, not, not 19, not 18, 17, 16, 15, 14. I want to take it lower. Let's make it $13.99. And then you get an extra $140 off that price. So 11, what would that be? I mean, really, we're talking about a great value here of something that makes it a lot more palpable to get your big diamonds when you're talking about big individual stones, all bezel set, and of course that $13.99 price is coming down to $12.59. So $12.59 and change if you'd like to get it, and that's what it looks like all set up, and a beautiful piece to wear all the time and get you something different, right? With that Y style, as we call it. Lariats are sometimes similar, but they move usually. They're more flexible, so you're changing the length of, if you've got a little longer or shorter extra drop there. This is going to stay stationary with that style, and those diamonds just basically dripping down the center, which is really good. It's going to stay centered up. It's always going to keep the diamonds facing forward. Again, if you put it on backwards, well, it's not a huge problem. There's still open bezels in the back, but just make sure you're exposing the diamonds as much as possible to give them their big wow look. And don't forget, they look even bigger. Already big diamonds, but looking bigger with the bezels, and that's one only. We'll move right along. We do have that new bracelet. If anybody wants that super cool bracelet, let me try it on my wrist here so you can see the size and scale. We showed it up close a while back. This is really giving me like that kind of hidden treasure vibe, like you found this at a great estate sale or a vintage shop. I'm going to put it the other way because it might look a little more right side up to you. This is the hand that is done in the satin finishing, holding on to a bouquet that is going to be your diamonds, ruby, emerald, and then that's all on a Panther link style. We don't see many bracelets like this. Insert closure, figure 8 safety, of course, keeping it locked and secure. That's going to be the rest of the way. This is done in 18 karat gold as well. Here's what it looks like up close. I want to show you that direction as well, so you can see the beauty of the setting, the details of the style. Don't know if that's going to sit up on its own, but let me give it a shot here and zoom back, and then we'll prop it up for you. But this is a really cool designer piece. So item number is, let me zoom back just a bit here, and then we'll go run back over and get the bag for you. It's 112-7121. And so a really special one-of-a-kind designer piece. We loved our designer bracelets that were new last night, giving you another opportunity at one here tonight, and very excited to see it here. But diamonds, well, how about 65 point in the oval ruby, 50 points in the emerald, also oval, 40 points in the diamonds. The rest is all 18 karat gold. The length, I got to double check it for you because goodness knows they're not going to put it on this bag. So let me go ahead and measure it because it looks Like it's got plenty of length here, which they want to do because there's a little arch to the design. It is a 7¼ inch, so that's good to know. It kind of makes it that extra wearable style for just about everybody with an average size wrist or maybe a little bit larger. That's what it looks like. Super designer, cool piece. You know, the great thing is it's that conversation piece. And we love classics, like look at the designer bangle we had earlier. We had a great diamond designer bangle. That was wonderful. But there's probably not going to be a lot of people saying, ooh, let me see your, I've never seen anything like that. Let me see that. Let me get a closer look. Those are the classics we see just about everybody wearing in jewelry. It's usually a diamond tennis bracelet, diamond bangle, maybe a classic link style. Those are pretty typical. This is that true conversation piece. It's that unique, you're the only one who has it. You're not gonna see, you know, I love the phrase, you're not gonna see yourself coming and going, right? That's for sure. That's the uniqueness, and that you can tell there's a story behind it. It's got a personality to it. It's a beautiful, beautiful piece that is also still giving you the quality of the stones, the lovely design, but it's also gonna be better than $79.99. We got to make it a lot easier than that if we're putting everything on sale. And that's what we're doing. Giving you sale event prices, getting you the way to start your new year off so right. And this is how it's done. Give us a quick call. We'll help you out. It's only going to be, you know what, just blow it out. $24.99. First caller. Simple and easy deal. And extra $2.50 coming off that price as well. So it'll actually be $22.50 if you'd like to get it. Big Paraiba. Had a big Paraiba last night. It was my 2-2. Wait. We had the 224, no, 223. Today I have the 228 in a Paraiba. And what was the one I had on Sunday? Was that a 220, 221? We've had the big Paraibas coming out to play for the sale discount event. It's the biggest sale we do. This is our year-end clearance. Everything is still with a money-back guarantee. So after you get it at home, that's when you see if you like it or not. You decide, not now. You decide once we ship it to you. Once we have it, well, this one can't be sized. It's a bracelet. That one's 7¼ It's going to fit most. But in those pieces that we do, where the rings that we offer sizing, it gets to you. You try it on. You feel it. Examine it. Look at it. Take it to a jeweler you trust. Ask them what the replacement value is. And I don't mean a quick little evaluation. Tell them to make the thing. That's what you do. Take it into a jeweler you know that does fine jewelry, that knows what they're looking at, right? Deals with natural gems that are exotics. Ask them to make the same ring for you. See what they're going to charge you. That's the best assessment and the best way to get an idea of what you should have paid for a piece of jewelry. Take a look at what we have here. It's our bracelet. It's designer. It's $22.50 at checkout. Let's go to our diamond pendant classic. Also, demantoid lovers, I have one huge stone. I couldn't resist it. It's one of our biggest and best. And then we are going to bring you the designer diamond wheel, which has all the big diamond pieces that we have in the illusion styles. Had one last night. It was gone in about 5 seconds. Well, we're going to bring you demantoid first, then the diamond wheel, then the tanzanite, which you're all waiting for, is coming up at the top of the hour in 25 short minutes. Have that one on the way. And don't forget, this is the large demantoid of the day, 111-6782. It's got to go. So there are pieces you haven't seen in many, many years here coming out to play during this sale, because sometimes these are the ones you'd rather hold on to than discount below cost, because they're really, really stinking rare. And you shouldn't have to discount a 138 Russian demantoid. If we were a normal jewelry establishment, we'd be putting that up on the auction block. We'd invite the biggest collectors from the world. I'm talking, you know, kings and queens and heads of state and celebs and jewelry collectors of all different types. We'd gather them in a room with their paddles and run it on an auction. That's usually where you find a Russian demantoid of this size. This is our carat 38 round. It has the horsetail inclusion, which you don't see with the naked eye, but it's there under a loop, so you know it authenticates it as Russian. It tells you the origin, because I wasn't there when it was mined. You weren't there when it was mined. This is one of the few ways you can actually tell with certainty where a stone comes from, besides just, you know, other great evaluations. This is where you know, because the Russian material is the only one that's going to have the horsetail inclusion. So you get that there. It's a carat 38, 9 points in yellow diamonds and 110 in the white diamonds, so 119 overall in the diamonds, all together with one of the most flashing, powerful, bright, dispersive stones in the world. And here's my value. I will warn you here. This is going to take about 10 seconds once that price goes up here. If you are a collector or have noticed this stone or have loved it or have watched it other places going for $100,000 and selling, and you're disappointed you missed out, well, there was a reason you missed out, and that reason is about to be revealed right now, because there's a better value and a better way to get quality and to get the savings and to get the best and not have to sacrifice one bit. It is happening right now. And this is where I truly, you hear me say it all the time, one of a kind, one of a kind, one of a kind, one of a kind, because it's most of what we have. This is one where I truly wish, if I had a genie in a bottle, I would say, please get me 10 of those rings. It doesn't happen. It won't happen. It's a wish. But I will tell you right now, every one of the 10 would go if we had them. It is that kind of value. This is a stone that you're probably going, that's old standard there. I get it. TVON's got exotics. It's the price it's about to be that makes this exotic pennies on the dollar where it should be, and it's happening right now. It's supposed to be $19,999. We've been waiting to bring this out on a sale event, and quite frankly, it hasn't until now. And now it gets this ridiculously low. I'll tell you, the mounting is really irrelevant here. The stone at this price I'm about to give is inexplicable. The fact you're getting a carat 19 in yellow and white diamonds is just true icing on the cake. But all you need to do, listen, it doesn't hurt to call. You can always hang up. If you say, she was out of her mind, that's a crazy price. Well, guess what? At least you were there to give yourself first right of refusal, because there's no way it sticks around. I've been selling demantoids out of Russia and Namibia for 23 years. I've had my fair share. I don't know of anybody else who's sold more Russian demantoids, because guess what? Who else has them? Who has them? And you're probably not selling them if they're millions of dollars. You might show them, but you're not selling them. When we've got the values we do to take rarity that, let me tell you, it's hundreds of thousands of times more rare than a white diamond. We just saw a white diamond earlier tonight, and it was smaller, and it's gonna, I'll just give you this hint, it was selling for more than where this demantoid is going to go. So if you were with me and you saw the white diamond, it gives you a big hint as to how low I'm going, because even my white diamond piece, which is a 1 carat 01, was fabulous, but it was $59.99. This is a larger stone and far more rare than a white diamond, because white diamonds, oh, you can find thousands and thousands and thousands of them anywhere and everywhere you go. Demantoid, you could call thousands and thousands and thousands of jewelry stores, and they probably have never heard of it, let alone have one to show you. This is rare, and it's not even, I gave it away, it's not even $59.99, because we are going lower than the price of a 1 carat white diamond, when 1 carat white diamonds are not hard to get. They're not. We bring you a great value, but they're not hard to find. We're going to make this better than $59, better than $49, and better than $39.99, and right then and there, it gets 10 seconds, it'll be gone. We're not even asking for $39.99. This is prior to a 10% off extra. So remember, the price you see on the screen, not what you're paying. You're getting a bigger savings beyond it, and I'm not done discounting it either. So this is just value after value after value, and we'll take it even lower than 39 or 38 or 37. And I don't think this has happened on a carat 38 Russian demantoid here. I can certainly speak for the last 8 years, and yet never had a value like this. Not for a 138. There's 1 carats I've been close to this, but never anything that gets close to a carat and a half like this one does. Taking a look at it on the hand, it's just high dispersion, bright neon green. The yellow diamonds are a great complement to the stone. That's just on the accent sides here. It's going to be split, or rather set in the split shank of the diamonds. It's not going to be 37. Even 37.77. Even $36.99. I keep going. We have no call yet. It's a quiet Friday. It's a busy holiday time of year. This is the value. And this is going to be where everyone's saying, you know what, I'm not going to miss a minute of this sale going forward, because I've seen the giveaways. I've had messages after all in the last hour and 41 minutes I've been on the air. My phone, my socials are blowing up going, I've never seen you discount like this. I've been watching you 20 years. One gal said, I've been watching you since your first day. First day. She says, I've never seen you do values like this. Well, welcome to our year-end clearance sale. Everything's got to go. It doesn't get another look on the air after it gets presented during this sale. You got one shot to get anything and everything from the inventory, and it's happening now. And it's not even $36.99. This is one of the rarest stones that money can buy. It just normally takes a lot more money. Take a look at Mary to be gone. But yesterday, what do? I kept on discounting after it was sold. I'm doing it again. It's $35.99 plus 10% extra off. So that means it's going to be $32.39 to get that ring. Amazing. Never before. I would be very comfortable saying never again. Never. $32.39 for a Russian demantoid stone that's a 138. with all the, it's gone, and I wish I had 9 more. I don't. Coming up at the top of the hour is that blue wing. We're going to set some marks of real record-breaking values. This is just a cool mounting. Isn't it different and fun? I'll get that polished up. I'm working on polishing it. Oh, blue sapphire, by the way. Remember we saw the one with the double halo? It was gone in about 2 seconds. Well, I have another one in a saddle ring. Look at that. We have a blue sapphire in a big, beautiful pave saddle ring for you. That's also here. We have a double. Have you ever seen the double Wonder Ring? Not the double row. The double band Wonder Ring. We have it. So this sapphire is here. What are we going to do on this? Can we make this a crazy cool value? Ruby earrings are here. Diamond solitaire 1 carat pendants are here. The big tansy's coming up in about 17 minutes. So the 8 carats on the way. Okay, let's just blow out the blue sapphire. 1124224. Earlier tonight I had a similar carat weight, but it didn't have this much gold. It is a 105 on the sapphire, Ceylon blue, royal blue again. And then this is called the saddle ring in the smaller scale. Believe it or not, the original saddle ring is even larger. But a lot of you loved it, but couldn't quite go that big a ring. So we made the smaller, or I'm going to call it the medium version. It's 93 points in diamonds every which way. It has the same pattern, the same setting style, the same individual size of diamonds. It's just not as long or wide. So it doesn't have as many. The original saddle ring has a carat. Boy, it's been forever since we've seen it, hasn't it? Can't remember the carat weight. Is it carat 40, carat 50, something like that. This one's just under a carat. We can do white, yellow, or rose gold. It's got great finishing on the inside, so you never need to worry about comfort because we're not going to make a ring that's not comfortable. So there's your comfort built in, and then we bring it up forward so you can just really just take it all in. The quality of that royal blue is everything, and we're going to make it an instant deal. This is a big ring, but I know we had one go earlier. This one's got a $59.99 price tag. Well, let's take it a bit lower and take a look at it on the hand as well. It's so beautiful. Just so different than your double halos. That cleft to the design, wider style, but a little, notched center there on each side, goes side to side. Those diamonds don't quit. They wait all the way till they know your side fingers are next to it to stop. And that's when the mirror finished gold kicks in. So you've got diamonds really from every angle and viewpoint, and yet it's not $59.99. We can do this quickly. We can make it easy. We can blow it out right now, and we're just going to bring it on down. There's so much gold to this one, but this is kind of where, again, that other sapphire that I had that's already gone came out by request. It wasn't planned, but now this one's got to stand up to that last value. So this is why $59.99 is not going to work. We had virtually the same carat weights earlier, and it was gone because I brought it down. So it just tells me that if you're asking $6,000 on this ring, it's not going to work because we're all going to compare it to what we saw a while back. So here's how we change the game. Here's how we make a difference in the price. Here's how we get it gone. Take a look at it. It's not going to last. We know that. It's not $59.99 either. Better value, first caller, take advantage. And Will, did you get the demantoid? Didn't think so. I read from the second you picked up that phone. So, guys, the demantoid is back for round 2. So listen, it's not a problem. It's going to go. We said sold because it was, but then they're not a real register or whatever. So this is why we got to make sure. Hold on, let me show it again so you know what I'm talking about. It's the one we just had up here, the Russian demantoid. We turned a lot of you away. First caller who can call in and say sold. It's back. So again, that's it. That's the one to get. That one's $35.99. Really, again, comes lower than that. If you like the blue sapphire, it's significantly less than $59.99. We'll blow it out right now. We'll make that, I'll give it 30 seconds of this price. Now we're going backwards here. We got the demantoid to put up again now. So we've got about 14 minutes, actually 13 and a half till we bring out the tanzanite. The 810 modern design's coming out to play. This has got to go, so does the demantoid. Now we're going to bring that back out. So again, we've got a lot to show you here, but very little time left in the show. Let's make this easy. First caller can take it, and this is only good for 30 seconds. That's all I can do. There's just, every time I look behind me, I think there's a paper plate behind me. Sorry, I get a little distracted. I'm not quite used to this whole setup yet, our New Year's decor. So I always think, why is there a plate behind me? But anyway, $59.99 it's not going to be. Let's bring it lower. Again, 30 seconds to get it. Lots of gold. If you like some more stature to your ring, You like the idea of a band ring, but you want that really important center stone. This is giving that all to you. And it's $1,999. Just, I know, Tony, but 30 seconds and that's it. I can't, I'm going backwards here. I got to bring the demantoid back out. So we just got to sell pieces faster if we're going to sell everything twice. So we've been doing that. So here we go. $17.99 is actually your price tag though. So you get it for $200 less. That makes it even better. You can choose your gold color. So if you're not a huge fan of white gold, and you want to go with real, like yellow gold is such a luxury, but it's still all covered in white diamonds. So just something to think about there. But yellow gold, rose gold, whatever you want to do, $19.99, it's still here. We got to move. Let's put the Russian demantoid back up. Tim, you're not taking that, are you? Okay, so for everybody that we turned away, sometimes this happens. We had someone say sold, they didn't mean it. So here we go. This is the Russian demantoid, back up and available for you. Give you another look at it, because this one, I'm not going anywhere till it sells, because it's the best value I've shown you. I started this sale a long time ago. The sale might have changed names because we can't, you know, obviously it's no longer Christmas. We've got the same sale though as far as the discount, the same money back guarantee privilege. So out of everything I've shown you, and it's been thousands of pieces since this sale kicked off, this is the value of the sale. $35.99, still take $360 off that price, because 10% off. That makes this our most affordable demantoid in that size ever by far. You're getting a better affordability than you do on a 1 carat demantoid that's out of Russia. I've had plenty of those over the years, but anytime they get up and over 1 carat, it gets really tough to get and they get really pricey. So this is why so many of you, well, I know wanted to get it, couldn't because we had someone else take it. It is back available, so that is yours to take. And the least you can do is try it, get it at home and see what it's all about. You'll be really glad you did. $35.99, one only. And so much less. And then that sapphire in the saddle, that's also here. Does anybody like this? Designer double. I call it the laurel leaf style because it's got this whole chevron double band, but it's also got diamonds placed as if it looks like little diamond leaves. It's really pretty. So we'll see that too. Plus what in the world? Wait a minute. Okay, private collection Mandarin is here. We've got 10 minutes to our top of the hour. I'm looking at one hot ring here, and you've all been remarking all night long about what is going on tonight with these giveaways. Look at this. Look at that. What is, okay. Well, we've got a really big value coming your way right now. And for those of you that reach out to me and say, you know, tell me something. Are those Mandarins really, are they really as cool as they look? You've never experienced a gemstone like it until you get a Mandarin. Orange diamonds, citrines, there's some good ones out there. Nothing else looks like a Mandarin garnet. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to wow you right now. We have 10 minutes now till we bring out that 8 carat plus tanzanite. We've got this one that's got to go now. This is the wow factor. I want you to try it. So many of you say the same thing to me because I get to correspond with you guys hundreds a day, and I love it. The emails, the messages, the DMs, all of that. This is one that you're not going to soon forget. I'd like you to pick it up. Let me change the gold color. Let me get in your ring size, quarter, half, 3/4, full size, doesn't matter. Let's do all that for free. Let's get it to your doorstep for free. And then let's show you the biggest value. I know we have the Russian demantoid sitting here. We got the sapphire sitting here. Save it. Let's try this one. Have you noticed the wave design of pave? This is a band, but it'd be silly to call it just a band because there's a really pretty, think ribbon. Think this femininity of ribbon, all done in pave, goes more narrow, gets really wide, still keeps it classic. But we could have easily just put a single basic plain gold band around it with that nice Mandarin that's a roval, private collection stone with the halo. This is the difference maker. Look at this though instead. How we brought it to life with this ribbon effect that just really does this great sweep through the piece. I mean, think about it. We could have just made it a plain band that looked like that. That would have been fine. Look how wide the band is. Even the finishing on the inside. This is item number, and it's not going to last. 112-6908. It's in yellow now. You've got full choice here, white, yellow, rose. That is a 60. I'm surprised. Anybody else think that looks bigger than 60 points? I thought it was a 1 carat 10. It's a 60-point roval. That's why. It's got the roval shape to it. It's 74 points in diamonds. 1 point shy of 3/4 of a carat. And we will do something a little bit wonky and crazy here because it is a $39.99 piece, which, by the way, I'll note that is a really good price tag for a private collection stone. We've had our fair share of private collection Mandarins. Most of them are not under $4,000. This one is sale price, $39.99. Let's do something crazy here. Welcome to Friday night. It's our last hour almost. Tim's picking up something over there. What'd you pick up, Tim? Is it? A new register getting all signed up? She's like, when's the next dollar ring going to happen? I love it. Who is it? Oh, Karen from where? Karen, welcome to the show. Oh, how nice. Well, we should just say New York instead of New Year for Karen, shouldn't we? Should we change that? Can we do O-R-K instead of E-A-R? New York. Karen, welcome to our show. She hasn't made a purchase yet, but she's excited about Blue Wing Block Ds. Karen, you probably have until New Year's Eve, which is this Tuesday, to get a Blue Wing Block D. Everybody else too. It's probably going to be this Tuesday, as in 4 days away. We've got the grand finale of the year. We're together for it. Big New Year's Eve party right here at TVON 5 Day Pacific. There's going to be probably our last day of Blue Wings. Now, don't worry. You don't need to wait till Tuesday. I've got one tonight in 7 minutes. But I want to get you this ring first. And nobody believes what I'm going to do because how could you? You could have watched this show, every show I've done for the last 8 years and a month, coming up on 8 years and 2 months, and you have never seen a value like this. Let's try it. It's kind of that knock, knock, who's home, who's there, let's get you a value. Values, I know one thing, you can't actually, I have a saying in the shopping world, and it applies to everywhere you shop, the good stuff goes. And when you take the good stuff and you price it really, really, really well, it's going to go. And then we're going to have everybody going, I didn't get one. What am I going to do? I didn't get one, you have another. This is it. An opportunity on a $4,000 ring, which sure, you could take $400 off right now and get it for $35.99. Fabulous. Or I can give you a discount that's going to make you very happy. Let me try it on first because you probably want to know that it's not a tiny ring. When you see the price tag, you're going to think it's the teeny tiniest little basic ring, and it's anything but. It's in a high-end, newer design for us. It's got the ribbon effect that goes from narrow to wider, really accentuates. Maybe that's also what's creating that look like it's a much bigger stone in the middle. And it's nowhere near $39.99. Now, you might want to call me just to be there on the phone lines ready to go. Because sometimes you just don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know what I'm going to do. I know one thing. My job, see, I'm not here just to present jewelry. I'm here to actually sell it. I am. That's my job. My job is to sell jewelry, move inventory, move it, move it, move it, move it. There is one way to do that. And that is why my commitment to you is to stand up here for 3 hours a day, almost every day, and price things like you've never seen before. Because when you do, it opens up the door of possibility. It gives you the opportunity for rare stones like this one, private collection stones no less, and it makes them affordable so you can say yes. My job is to move jewelry. That's what I'm here to do. That's why I'm employed here at this company, is to give you values that are just unbelievable to the point of you can't sit there and leave it. You can't not get it because the values are so good. Now I put together a sale event where it's the year end, we give you the best values possible, right? Best values out there. So now we're giving you a better value. There's the inside, so you can see this is no slouch of a ring. It's made properly. It's thick gold even through the back. It's deep gold through the back. And then you've got the ribbon of 3/4 of a carat in diamonds, the Roval private collection stone. And still with that, nobody's called in to say, maybe. Maybe if she goes low enough. Maybe if she goes under $3,000, I'll think about it. How about $29.99? What if I go to under $2,000 and make this the most affordable private collection Mandarin we've had? That would be $19.99. That's really good. But with 4 minutes left until we bring out the tanzanite for Karen and anybody else, this is why these shows are live too. It'd be much easier to come in here at a normal hour and work a normal schedule and just price things. That's what you do when you just present, right? Most every network you watch out there is just show it, give it a price, move on. Show it, give it a price, move on. Show it, give. I'm a little more detail oriented, but I'm also about we got to move it on certain days. Sometimes it's an evening show on a Friday. Sometimes it's a Sunday afternoon. Sometimes it's a rockin' New Year's Eve party. Sometimes you got to do extra special things because the price that normally any day would get the price and the piece out the door, sometimes it doesn't work. So here's what I'm going to do. Sometimes that's the 2 days after Christmas. I've been around long enough. I know what's going on. It's a busy time of year. So here's what's happening. The incentive for you to be here now and shop is great because you're going to get values you do not see. We've been seeing it for 2 hours straight tonight. Values I've had people watch me for 23 years they've never seen before. I will get you a better price. We'll save you 10% off. I'll still do the free sizing, the free shipping, the free gold color change, which costs us a fortune, by the way. Someone's paying for it. And it's not the paper plate. It's us. We're putting it together for you. Magical, like, again, that's the thing. We pay. Who pays for that shipping? Who pays for that sizing? Who pays for that gold color change? It's not just gold and diamonds and labor. It's time. It's insurance in the shipping front. We got to get it to you in 2 days. It's how we do it, and you pay none of that. And you don't even pay tax if you live outside of California. So here's how I'm going to do this. I'll make this a deal. I'll give you a better deal in $19.99. It may already be gone. Stay on the phone lines, Jason. Here's what the deal is. If you want to call and give yourself a chance, do it. If you don't like yellow gold, that's not a problem. I'll do it in white gold or rose gold or whatever you want. Don't do rose gold. You'll send it back to me. That's just a pain in the butt. You know, don't do that. I hate sending stuff back. I just don't. I donate. Whatever I get that I don't like, I donate. I'd rather donate and give it to, people who can appreciate it instead of sending stuff back. I'm not into packing and shipping and loading boxes up. So I'm not encouraging you to return anything. Hopefully I leave you with no questions and give you enough details. You know whether you like it before you get it. But what I'm concerned about is you're not going to believe this price tag, and I'm going to make it better than even $19.99, and we're going to find a way to sell a ring tonight. We are going to find a way. And my way is this: sell it cheap. Sell it cheap. It's that simple. I will give you the value of a lifetime. We'll go up. We're already under cost, so we're there. I will make it better than 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13. Is anybody interested now? How about $1,200 bucks? $1,100, $10.99. There's a lot of diamonds, a lot of gold, and a private collection Mandarin garnet in the middle that should be $4,000. It's not even $10.99. I'll blow it out, and it's going to be 60 seconds. Then we'll be at the top of the hour exactly. I'll make it $999. You don't even pay that. You pay $8.99. I'll pay for the shipping. I'll pay for it to be changed in gold. I'll pay for the sizing, and you just get it for $8.99 and 10 cents. Simple and easy, and it's still here. Nobody has said sold yet. That's how, this is sometimes what happens on a Friday night. Here's what's going on. $8.99, we got 43 seconds, then I am going to eliminate the opportunity. I am not going to even show it again. I don't care. It's just, this is the kind of thing that kind of negates my ability to sell Mandarins ever in the future. Because now you're going to look at every single price tag I put up in comparison with this one. And there is nothing that compares. This is it. This is the, and I bet you want to see it on the hand again because you're still thinking, that's probably like, is this like, you remember Cracker Jacks? Anybody go to a ball game? They used to put prizes in Cracker Jacks. They still do, but it's a sticker. It's a sticker. They used to put like little trinkets. If you think that $8.99 is going to get you some Cracker Jack jewelry, and no offense, I love it. I mean, I'm a ball game girl. It's the only thing I'll eat at a ballpark. Well, I don't eat hot dogs. But anyway, the point is, I don't eat nachos, but I'll have some Cracker Jacks if I'm feeling really frisky. I know, I live on the edge, right on the edge. But that's a ring that's major. It's a $4,000 sale event ring. It's $9.99 right now. You get it for $8.99. Better value. Sizing, shipping, gold color change, anything else you want for free? I mean, I had to sweeten the deal, I'll sweeten the deal. It's 7 o'clock. This is usually when people start tuning in because up until a couple weeks ago, this was when we started our shows. So this is usually when everybody goes, oh yeah, this is now when my mom tunes in. Well, she's been watching me for 23 years starting at 7. She has no idea I'm on at 5 o'clock still. She still can't get used to it. Actually, my best friend in the whole world said to me today, so what are we doing, something fun tonight? Because, you know, Fridays I'm not usually here either. I'm like, yeah, I'm doing something fun. I want to sell jewelry on TV. What? No, it's Friday. You're off. Oh, no. No. Okay, so who knows what day it is? Is it Friday? It is Friday. This is that great time of year. We're just biding time between holidays, right? Hopefully you're just relaxing and chilling. Hopefully you don't have to go to work. Hope not. Hope you're at home, get a few more days off, spend time with family and friends, steal jewelry from Blair, that kind of thing. That's how you spend a Friday between Christmas and New Year's, right? That to me, now that's a party. That's a party. I live in the city of Los Angeles. Do not tell me there is something better to do in the city of Los Angeles on a Friday night than this. There is not. a better thing to do in Los Angeles on a Friday night than selling Mandarin garnets at $9.99, which is really $8.99, covered in diamonds. There's nothing better than that. Sorry, I'm losing my voice. I know people are tired of my poor voice. It's going to be that way for the rest of time, guys. I'm sorry. It's not going to sound great. Vocal cords are severely damaged. It's okay. Please bear with me. But again, this is the passion that I have in life at this point. Show up to do this, exactly this. I never know when I come in, it might be like, how do you do that every day? How you stand on your feet, talk all day about jewelry, yell and scream, give. Honestly, this is the excitement. I never know when I get here in that parking lot and walk in, I don't know what kind of craziness I have up my sleeves that night. I have no idea. Every night is different, and sometimes you got to do what you got to do. And this is happening as a reaction to an hour and 22 minutes on the air on a Friday night that kind of feels like 2 days after Christmas and a couple days before the new year. And kind of, you know, everyone's in that holiday haze. This is the value, though. This is the way you get it. Tell me if you like it, then we're going to show the tanzanite. And goodness knows what's going to happen on that. Because trust me, I didn't come in here thinking I was going to be selling a private collection Mandarin garnet with 74 points in diamonds for $8.99. Yes, Jess? I sure am. I know. They're probably going, she's 3 minutes late. Yes, I am. I'm sorry. I am tardy on the tanzanite. So we are 3 minutes late. It's coming up in 30 seconds. Let's time it. Will, do you have anybody shopping over there? No? Just fake demantoid shoppers there? Exactly. What's happening, Will? Anybody shopping? Can I say thank you? I'm sorry, what? Everybody is? Everybody on the line? Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry. Everybody's on the line waiting on the tanzanite. I had no idea. I thought the Mandarin garnet was maybe selling. Nope. Everybody's waiting on the tanzanite. Okay, guys. Well, I'm so sorry. I am 4 minutes late on that. I got on my soapbox on the Mandarin garnet. My apologies. Let's get to the tanzanite. I knew it. I knew this was going to be a good one. It's 112-6956. Why is everybody waiting on it? Well, I flashed it a couple of times. And with a ring this beautiful, it tends to be one we wait for, right? It's that special head turning. Oh my goodness, we have red beyond here. You've heard of red flash. I've said that once or twice. This is beyond red flash. And this is why I'm moving back the camera only because I want to prop this up to your eye level so you can see what I see and what you're going to see when it's on your hand. Call me on the Mandarin. I guess it's still here. Really? The Mandarin for $8.99. All right, I got to get over it. Let's just move on. I'll get over it. This will help me. This will work me through it here. 810 is the carat weight. I've been mentioning it's our best emerald cut. Now we are probably in 3 days left of Blue Wings. The museum reserves are all that's left. So yes, this is museum reserve. It's 14 karat two-tone gold. It probably should stay as is. Check it out. There's white and yellow gold on this side. Only yellow gold on this side. The back of the band is going to be white gold. And then you have the basket in white gold. And this, I don't know if anybody's looking at anything besides that stone right now because that is just a wallop of red. We're seeing more of it there, and I've shown a fair share of Blue Wing Block Ds over the 6 years that we've had them. The corners are lighting up red. Do you see that? All 4 sides at the same time, all the way to the edge, all the way to the corners. Yes, Andy? Sally, also Arizona, checking in big time with the new registers. Hi, Sally from Arizona. Welcome to our show. Thank you so much for getting registered tonight. This has a diamond weight, by the way, Tony, of 13 points. 1 diamond, did you see it, burnished on this side, and that wider single band, it's burnished, means set into the gold flush, and then the other side is the double row pave in the white gold. Very sleek. And as I was saying earlier, even if you are one of the lucky ones who already has Blue Wing Block D from the last 6 years of selling it and offering it and giving it, well, guess what? You probably don't have a mounting that looks like this, and I've heard from so many of you that are trying to collect as many as you can, which means getting different shapes, getting different sizes, getting different mountings, different styles all together. Well, it's here, and it's now. And, oh, is the fact that I was going to, do a record-breaking, record-setting. Let's try it on real quick so you know what to expect when you see it. Because 2 ways to wear it, obviously, so I'll play with it here. But here's your double. There's the single row. It's just, it's modern. It feels like something that should be on display at our Museum of Modern Art, right? There's a great one in New York. We love MoMA, right? So this feels like this would be on display for the for the style, for the mounting, like it should be on display as sculptural modern art. But here it is with that stone, which is Mother Nature's modern art, which emerald cuts, so elegant. I really do believe they are elegant in a cut. They really are. I think there's a lot, and you're still, look at that, it's delivering the reds. You don't miss out on any of the neons, any of the saturation, any of the red. It's there in spades. And so now, oh, I was gonna flip it around just to show you the other way to wear it, because this almost looks, it does look different when you wear it this way. I always thought this is the top where the two bands come across, but again, you wear it how you like. Just wanna show you everything so you know what to expect, but let's make this a deal. It's $99.99. You know what happens with the museum reserves. If they're under 10 carats, they're $99.99. If they're over, they go up to $14,999. That's the should be. What I'm going to do is, well, there's only way to get this naughty, only one way. I've been doing some blowouts, that's wonderful. But there's only one way to get around even my lowest of $69.99. That's a very good price. That's under $1,000 a carat for the stone, free gold, and there's a lot of it. That's a heavy gold mounting. Do not let the modern feel fool ya. It's got a nice weight to this mounting. Those are wide bands of gold. I suppose if you wanted an all one color, if you're at all adverse to the two-tone, we can do it in all one color. I don't see anything that says I can't. So if you want to give us a little extra time and you want to go, let's say all yellow, or you want to go all white, because this one is two-tone. It's got both, which I love because it ties in all your other jewelry. If you wear sterlings and platinums and white gold and yellow gold, it ties them in, so you're always wearing the ring. I think that's important. But if you want to go all one color of gold, you can. $69.99 is my sale price for our big event. That would mean, let's make no secret about it, that's $700 off the price, so you'd be paying, you'd be paying under $6,300. Nothing wrong with that. But the fact is, tonight, on this Friday, $6,300 might not be enough to get it out of here. So I will make sure it goes. Let's take a look at it, see what you think. $69.99, not gonna be, we're putting it on the auction block. Let's do it. Auction time. It's an auction moment. It's a big value, and it already is, but we're gonna do better. And yes, on the auction, you'll still save your 10% when you win. Come on in. We have 3 people talking about it already. They're liking the look. It is something we've never had anything like it before. True one-of-a-kind, unique look here. Nothing else like it. What do you think? Well, how low do you want to go to start it off? Jess, you've got somebody as well. We've got 3 people on the phone lines. They all like it. 6,000 open, 5,000 open. Oh, don't go anywhere. You don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know what I'm going to do either. I just know we're going to sell it. That's my priority. And at $5,000, I'm thinking about the per carat level right now on an 8, 10. If we ignore the mounting, that's 600. Let's go lower. We're not satisfied with 600 a carat. What if we go to 45? You know what, better yet, $4,000. Think about this. Now, that's before the temp. I'm just going to go $4,000. If we go $4,000 and you manage to get that 810, you paid $493. You know what? Hold on, but that's not true. You get $400 off. So you would get it for, it's going to be a $10 income, by the way. You would get that for $3,600. Let's be proper here and calculate what that 810 is going to be on it. Okay, that's $444 a carat. Here's what's happening. I know that's a lot. There's a lot of numbers. There's a lot of math being thrown out about for being 2 days after the holidays, right? Maybe we need to slow it down here. 4,000. Let's say you win it at the open. Let's say there's no competition. Let's say you win it. Let's say you get it. You get it at 4,000. Then you take your $400 off. That's $3,600. Calculated the per carat. That's basically $440 a carat. Who's going to touch $440 a carat on regular tanzanite? Nobody. Nobody at all. Take a look at what I'm going to do. Will and Jess and Jason, if you guys like it, and I know you do because you're already still on the phone lines mulling it over here, how about we go even lower on the open, then you still get your 10% off when you win, and I'm not going to do $4,000 to start. Well, we said something about breaking records. I think we're now going to go there, and it's going to be solidified. How about $3,900? It's an 810, and it's doing this. You can't forget about what this stone is giving on the neons, the reds, the blues that are overwhelming the purples. You never want your tanzanite to be purple. It's fine, it's pretty, but it's not the highest quality if it's purple. If it's reading purple, it's lesser quality. it should be reading more blue, and then out of nowhere, boom, the red should come through. That's when you know you've got the best of the best. This is literally the best in the world, literally. And it's not $39, because that's not working either. $3,800, $37, $36. Okay, even before the 10% off happens, I think we're breaking and breaking records, no, shattering records. What about this? What if we go $3,500 on its own? That, no, think about it. We got the 10% off happening as well, even on, yes, the auctions. So you would still get your 10% additional off. Still, we can't go any lower. This is going to break every single record out there. $3,500, gold weight galore. Diamonds are a little bit more simple. We didn't do an overwhelming number of diamonds here. We kept it more simple, I think. Makes it a little bit more wearable, perhaps. Doesn't look as necessarily all dressed up, even though the stone is as high-end as it gets. 35, we don't have it. Oh, my gosh. Take a look. This is it. Final call, 60 seconds to get that started. Keep in mind, if it were to go at 35, let's say we get the open, that would be $31.50 at checkout. That would be a per carat price of $388. No, can't do that. Not on Museum Reserve. That's not supposed to happen. But I hear a phone ringing, and I know I've got 3 callers that are already on the lines thinking about it and verifying as well. Hey, Mr. C, if you're out there, give me a call. I have a ring waiting for you. Mr. C, paging Mr. C. Also, we had a beautiful sphene earlier that didn't go. I'll recap that. A trillion color change sphene. A lovely, lovely stone. 35, we don't have it. 30 seconds left, and we are going to move on. I don't think it's going out. Maybe it is. Hold on. We've got somebody verifying. Do we have 3,500? Remember, it would be $31.50 at checkout. That would be all kinds of records. 18 seconds to make it official. Let's see. I still have 1 carat pendants, by the way. Diamond pendants. 1 carat solitaire pendants, the classic. Still have those to come. Still have a diamond ring, 5-stone diamond band. Let me just try it on again. I know this is a mounting we have not seen, by the way, ever before with any other stone. Did you know that? This mounting has happened. I got to say that. You know what? I meant to mention that earlier, and I got so caught up with my per carat prices, I forgot to tell you. This mounting was one of those true one-of-a-kinds. And I don't mean just like, here's 1 stone, so there's 1 ring. I mean, I hear a phone ring. I mean, this is a mounting that was built. The mold was destroyed. We didn't see it again. On purpose, intentionally, to keep it special and limited edition. We made it one time. We built the ring, the mold, which is what you do to make the casting. The mold is kind of the first step of the execution, right? The first step is really creating the design, sketching, and getting in the computer system, making the CAD for it, and then you actually create the mold. Well, the mold was destroyed. So not only have we not seen it before, we're not seeing it again. So this is the only ring of its kind, the only design of its kind, and that's why we put the mega Museum Reserve, what to me looks like modern art in the emerald cut in the center. We felt it was so deserving. Let's take a look at, see if we got the open. I don't know. Do we have the open, operators? Anybody got the open while I was up there chatting about that great mounting? Anybody? And I'm going to lift it up to your eye level, because really seeing it at this kind of overhead view is not doing it any justice. When you see it like so, that's when you can appreciate what this stone is giving, what this stone delivers, what this stone, the power it has, the reds it has, the neons. Let me try it on again, and let me know, operators, if we have the open, because I think we do, right? We have 35. Let me know. Raise your hand if you have the open, just so I can see a visual here, just to know who's on what. Yeah, Will, I know you're not. He's giving the big head shake. Yep. Nope, I can read your body language. I knew the demantoid wasn't sold even when you said it was sold. So I'm good on you. I know, Will, what's going on. But we have the open at 35. You got it. All right, so we've got the official open. We know it's going to go. Now the big question is even more interesting, and I think the writing's on the wall here. I know it's a very unusual mounting. That's what I think is so wonderful about it. Doesn't look like what you already have seen, doesn't look like what you already have, right? And I know you don't have it already, because it's 1 of 1. Think about that. Most jewelry is mass produced, pumped out in assembly lines. Massive quantities, just completely mass produced. That's not what we do ever. It's certainly not the case here. Look what that stone does. It's winking at you. And basically, well, I can't say it any more plain or simple. We have 35, it's going to go, but also it's not 3,500, it's 3,150 if you get it. So let's give it a final call because it is going to go. We just have to give it a final call just in case there's somebody out there still thinking about it that they haven't dialed in yet. This will be your last call to place your bid. We're at 35. Keep in mind it's only a $10 increment. You would still go backwards. So you go forwards a little bit. It's like taking a baby step and then falling backwards on the price tag. So, you know, one little step in the right direction on your part, because it comes down to that step has to be made if you want to win it at this point, because it's going to sell to somebody. Or you sit back, miss out on the opportunity, miss out on the great record-breaking price tag, miss out on the value in the great one-of-a-kind ring and everything else. So we have to give it 2 minutes just to give it a last call, make sure anybody and everybody who wants in can get in. Take a look at it one more time, and we will give it a final 2-minute clock. So you have 2 minutes now to jump in if you want to jump in, because otherwise it's going to go to our $3,500 opening bidder here. So 35, which is really $3,150, because that's a big extra savings you would get if you win it right now. I'm talking to you. If you get it, you go back $350. So you'd get it for $3,150, which is where you get that crazy $380 something per carat price tag. Free gold, free diamonds, free labor. That's the design, that's the process of making it, the labor that goes into it, and all of that. We have 90 seconds left. That's it, and it is true to size. Great question, because I know you see the wider style on the one side. It tapers back, as we showed you earlier, to 1 band, but I know it's wider, but you don't need to size up. It's not so wide. If it was as wide as this style here on this, this right side, yes, you would need to size up, but it's not. It's going to taper so that it is comfortable. Go true to size on it. There's the depth of the gold. Right now it's two-tone. I love it that way. I think it helps show off the unique designer style you're getting. I think it, look at that, look at that. Oh yeah, the reds are just coming on through. And you know how sometimes, oftentimes, most of the time, there's going to be a slightly lighter color or a void of color through the middle of the emerald cut. That is certainly not happening here tonight on this incredible piece. So last chance, last call, 40 seconds remain now. And we only have 40 minutes in the show. So you got 40 seconds to jump it on the auction and then it's sold. You've got 40 minutes to let us know if you have any requests or anything else you want to see. I'm going to recap the sphene coming up, the trillion that we had earlier, because I know there are probably a lot of people who just now tuned in the last 20 minutes. Reminder, the shows start at 5 p.m. Pacific time, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday nights. Okay, 16 seconds. How we doing? Anybody want to go 35-10 or more? Power bids are welcome. Sometimes it's the right strategy to play. We've got 7 seconds here to make it official. Last chance, last call, and it's really only right now $3,150. So that little tiny increment up, still you would go backwards $351. So it's really kind of a situation where you got to go for it. You go for it. Will, are you on this one? 35-10, yes or no? Got it? Oh no. I still can't believe what this is going for. It's like $380 a carat with free gold, free diamonds, free labor, free everything. Free is the emphasized word here. You got it? Sold. Congratulations. That is gone. Thank you so much. We were all waiting on that one, and I think it delivered on the value, didn't it? Here we go. Color change sphene trillion cut. Had it earlier. If you missed it, no, it's not going to stick around. It's 112750. That is an awfully special piece there. Trillion cut for the ages. 160 is the size. Diamond halo around it. Beautiful, isn't it? That's what's sphene. That's like that's the one that should be photographed and put in a book. If you were going to put together a coffee table book with the world's rarest and most exotic stones, that should be in that photograph. That exact stone should be right there on a glossy page, blown up to like 2 feet by 3 feet, you know, and that, you know, those big, they weigh like, you know, 60 pounds, and they're mostly, you know, they're to show off, right? The books can cost more than the ring is going to cost you today because they're really grand, right? This is where it is that kind of photography worthy, beautiful, what we call book grade, right? The kind you would photograph, put at the cover of that beautiful book and just show it off so that everybody wants to just flip through the pages, right? Something as a headliner. That's what this is. Rarely, I can't remember ever seeing a trillion cut sphene before, not in the color change variety at least. And this one is going to be with all this gold and this great finishing. You see the waves that create that undercolor. It reminds me of like a sand dune underneath it. And you can change the gold, white, yellow, or rose gold, but we're going to make that, and look at that, even beautiful from the backside. That sphene is showing off even from the back. This one is only $19.99. What a value. And it's so different. It's kind of like our tanzanite setting. It's so different. We've seen sphenes before, but they rarely have a mounting with this kind of structure, this kind of mirror finished gold surface area that really has this wider, almost like a cigar band. I call it more of a cigar band than a dome because it doesn't have that really high pronounced profile, but it really does give you a lot of gold weight, and we'll show it to you here on the hand. Boy, if you're a trillion lover, this is one to take a really good look at, but don't wait too long, and of course we'll take $200 off that price at checkout, and we'll make it $17.99. So a beauty there, and rare as can be. That is it. It's $17.99 at checkout for you on that one. There's the other angle at the trillion as well. I just feel with every ounce of my heart, I just feel like that should go, should be gone. And by the way, the Russian demantoid carat 38 is still here. That's hanging out. The big sapphire in the saddle ring. These were all pieces prior to most of you tuning in. So if you need to see any of them, again, let me know. If you want a huge discount on a Russian demantoid, our white diamond is still here. The 1 carat GIA certified. All the requests we brought out in hour number 1, like the diamond bangle still here. The rose ring is still here. Those are pieces you need to pick up. This, by the way, this is the diamond ring I speak of. That is our 1 carat 01 GIA certified F color. Means it's colorless, not an ounce of brown or yellow to it. That's got the 101 center. Look at this on the hand. Tell me that isn't a beautiful way to show off your love for diamonds. I think it is. That's a really good one. That's our 101 with a carat 96 in diamonds. It is fabulous. Hey, Denise. Oh, Denise, congratulations. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Wowza. Here we go to the diamond ring. That is $59.99. It is $600 less than that tonight thanks to this sale. So year-end clearance, we'll take it through the new year. You got a few short days left to get 10% off your favorites and the brand new we're bringing out day by day. Love that as well. It's no secret. I'm not going to tell you the sale's ending and just, tell you a tall tale. It's happening through New Year's. It is. We'll have January 1st be the last day. By the way, there's also something special I want to tell you about next Friday. Next Friday will be January 3rd. And we actually have something that's going to be, there's still going to be jewelry, but next Friday, so a week from right now, mark it on your calendars. January, as long as you have that new 2025 calendar, mark it down. Be with us on January 3rd. That Friday night, a week from tonight, we're going to bring you an item that is not jewelry related. And I know the last time I did that, well, I kept it a surprise. It was a handbag. It was crazy popular. We sold out. We still have a wait list going on them, and literally people who didn't see that show live missed out entirely, and there is a mile-long wait list for those bags if they ever come back. They likely won't. I do have a different line of bags that I'm working on for you that are totally different than our Strazia, but we do have a special presentation. It won't be only that. It's just one item. So one item that is accessory related. It is something you can wear. It is something that is luxury. It fits all the TVON themes, but I'm going to have it exclusively with you next Friday. So I'll remind you about it all week, but want to make sure in the fray of the holidays, don't want you to miss out entirely. It's great for gifting. If you're looking for something for, gifting for throughout the year, it's always going to work. So it's a beautiful item. It's not jewelry, but you can wear it. It's pure luxury, and it's going to be a great value, of course. So that is something I'll be introducing to you on Friday. Okay, let's take a look here at our diamond ring that is $59.99. If you'd like to get that, let me know. And then we have a last call here. Are you ready for this? We got a really, really cool piece. I've got ruby earrings, and then we still have that diamond band, which this just needs about a minute. You kind of know this ring. You either know it and you have it, or you know it and you need it. So it's one or the other. We're going to show you the 5-stone diamond bezel set band. By the way, the sphene is still here. Why? The trillion sphene right there, the 160. That might be my new ring. I might wear that out of here tonight. I, of course, will pay more than $17.99, but that's okay. I still get the value. Just not quite as good a value. But here we go on the diamonds. 112-4152 is a 5-stone diamond band. Now, we've done this before, but usually they're 1 carat total weight, meaning that's it, 1 carat, 20 pointers. That is something elevated because each and every one of those diamonds are 30 points. Actually, a little bigger, but I'm calling it 30, okay? Minimum of 30. Usually a little more. That's really special. This is cool. I'm really thrilled to have this carat 53 here. We'll make it snappy. This is one of those where you know as well as I do, diamonds don't get discounted. Well, there's one exception to that rule, and that is TVON, the T to the V to the O to the N. That's the only place you're going to get diamonds at a discount. We have it happening right now. So this is the diamond deal, carat 53 minimum, because I can't control. Sometimes it's better to use the 33-point diamond than to go to a lower quality. So I'll just put in bigger diamonds. As long as they match in their diameter, as long as they can be white, bright, and VS, I'm good with it. So sometimes you get more than a carat 53. But the one I'm showing you has a carat 53. You'll either get that or more, but the look is the same. 5 stones go side to side so that no matter what your ring size is, if you wear a 5, if you wear a 10, it's going to be diamond side to side. And they're all bezels, so there are no prongs. It's smooth, it doesn't catch, it is beautiful to wear, and looks a lot like, yes, our diamonds by the yard. But the best thing is, your big diamonds look bigger. They're 30-pointers that look like they're 70-pointers. True story. They look double what they are. Take a look at this. It's fabulous. They go across the hand. We'll try it on for you. And you're going to get the big value, $69.99. It is not. Still VS stones. Take a look at each and every one of them as they come to the forward face position here where you can see each one really, really well. We're down to 30 minutes in the show. Then it's over. Then I see you in the morning. Don't worry. We get you right back on the jewelry party just a few hours away. But look at that. Great ring. Again, how many times can you do this? I could run my favorite silk, cashmere, lace, whatever it is. You can put anything over this. It's not going to snag. Your ring won't snag your, you name it, gloves, sleeves, scarf, whatever it is that is around your hand. You can't hurt these diamonds. They're tough as nails, and they are fabulous. And they look huge, and they go side to side, and that's in the white gold. That really gives them a pronounced look. If you'd like the ring, it's never been this low because it's not subjected to 10% off ever. And that's because diamonds don't get discounted in the real world. Diamonds only get more pricey as the days go on, not less. This is going less because you're shopping right place, right time. It's fabulous. Okay. Here's what I'm going to do. We've got a moment here. I'll just take it down below 3,500, which is half. I'm going to make you a deal. If you'd like it, and remember, we only have 2 available for our entire audience. That's why it's on a Friday and not on a weekend. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make this so easy right now. And we're going to just go ahead and blow it out for just $2,900. You know what? Skip it. That's the ordinary price. Let's go even lower. Let's not do $29.99. We'll take it even lower and go under $25. Plus, you'll save an enormous amount with your discount. We'll make it $24.99. And if you want that, or I can do the 1 carat solitaire in the pendant, but the 1 carat solitaire is more. Here's how it looks together. Look at that. There's the 1 carat diamond solitaire with a fingerprint. Let me show you the other one here while I polish that one up. I have a yellow gold here set up. This is also here. It's a 1 carat diamond solitaire. If you'd like that, it's under $3,000. We don't do diamonds for under $3,000 when they're 1 carat. That one is. I'm not even supposed to present it because it's that kind of significant blowout that nobody in the diamond world can touch. And we're making it happen for you. So here's the ring. $22.50 will be your price. And here's the fabulous bezel set one that we love. Now the big diamond, the individual GIA certified 101 is here. So if you'd like that one, you can get it for $59.99. I think we need a little, maybe just, we do have a Paraíba, by the way, if anyone wants a 228. Here's the 228. Gorgeous glow of the Paraíba there. That's a very special stone. And then we also have a yellow diamond. There is one big yellow diamond. It's a carat 72, but I want to show you this. It's the double row wonder ring. Now, you're wonder ring, and you probably think we know what we're going to see. This is actually all one ring, and it's double row but split. We talk about the double row as the original wonder ring. This is actually split to look like 2, but without the stacking. All in one, 2 rings. Wait till you see this. Diamonds on the opposite corners here. So one side gives it some asymmetry to it, and you've got the mirror finish the other way. This is item number. It's a really, really, one of our original designs, 1110. 525 is the number. We can do any gold color you like. There are 2 ways to wear it. Let's just show you reversed here so you can see how it looks that way. And another ring that goes really anywhere across the hand. You can really have some fun with how you wear it. Let's put it up close. It's 20 points in diamonds. And here's what we have for you. I always call this it looks to me like laurel leaves. If you remember back when, if you think about Julius Caesar and think about that era, and you think about the amazing crowns of the laurel leaves, that it's just something very regal and sophisticated. It always takes me back to just really that regal look. That's what's created with these brown brilliants, because it is that leaf-like pattern. So very special, and again, multiple ways to wear it. You can still use it to stack around other rings. You could still get 2 of them. I'm looking to see what I have that would look good with the yellow gold. I'll tell you what, I'll just put it on with this white diamond ring. For example, the same way you wear all of our classic wonder rings, you can do here. And it's going to create a much wider look, but check this out. I'll pop on the white diamond with it here, and look at how that slides up right next to it. Now, if I had another ring, I would put the other one the opposite way, face it pointing down. Obviously, it's going to create a wider look, so it's just an option. It's not something I think, 99 out of 100 are not going to do that. I'm the crazy one who would do that because I like big, bold jewelry and just have no problem stacking all the way down the finger. But honestly, you can. Just to point out, if you wanted to use it in the traditional ring guard fashion, you can. But it's really meant to be that standalone, super cool. I know since this ring was developed, we've come out with that really super elongated, deep chevron ring with a gemstone that so many of you love that goes deep, deep, deep. That's been very popular. And you know what everyone said? Everyone remarks the same thing. It's so gorgeous on. This is the original of that design. This is what started it all, and it really is. For anybody who says, I hear women say this, and I can't stand when they say it, because I don't want women, I think women need to be more positive. We're so hard on ourselves, and I hear, being in the jewelry business, I hear a lot of ladies say, oh, I don't wear rings because I don't like my hands. I don't like my fingers. And I feel like rings are gonna draw attention. And first of all, don't say that, because you're beautiful. But the thing is that rings like this can make every single finger they're on look elongated and slender and beautiful, and that's really the truth. It's sometimes just the ring you wear, or how you wear it, or where you wear it. That's what this does. So go ahead, Tim, I know you're waiting. Oh yeah, thank you so much. The Y style, right? Beautiful, thank you, enjoy it. Then also keep in mind, this is that elongating style, and multiple ways to wear it. So you'll get it at home, you'll play with it, you can get white gold, yellow gold, or rose gold, but here's the deal. It's one of our most affordable rings, and this was made in a different era when gold was a lot less and diamonds were less, and yet I'm going to leave it at that price, plus give you 10% off. The double ring is not $9.99. It's not $8.88. You have to look at this from a realistic standpoint. You got to cut that price in half and realize it's like getting a ring for $444 and a ring for $444, which we don't have. For the record, we don't have a ring for $444 though, diamonds. What if we go to $777? That'd be $388 a ring. Well, I'm going to go lower. And then we're still going to give you 10% off. And what you're looking at is one ring. So that's where, again, it is formed as 2. It's brought together in the back. You can go true to size on it. It's got a little, it's split. I'll show you. The back is actually going to be brought together with one perpendicular band. So this is what happens. It goes all the way around with that split, 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 and then it's kind of tied together in the back. So you're not having to worry about, is it going to stay properly? And how about that inside, how pretty it's built on the inside? And we're not asking for even $700. It is $699 tonight. You get $70 off that price, essentially. It's going to make this one, you got it, guys. This is the one to get, $629 and change. If you would like to own a really spectacular 2 rings in 1, looks like you magically stacked, like somehow they're floating in exactly the right formation, keeping the distance even between them. You would never know when this is on the hand that it's 1 ring. It looks like 2 that are stacked somewhat close together. And instead, you get it all just like that, like magic. And that's going to be $629 and change. So if you'd like it, let me know. Beautiful value there. Just, it's one of those pieces we have not seen in a long, long time. So it's nice to bring out some of the pieces that are unexpected and unique. That's one way to wear it. I love this on an index finger. Again, notice how flat it is against the hand, so it sits completely low profile. It's like a second skin, but that doesn't mean it's lightweight. It's got substance. It's got feel. It is 2 rings in 1. Now, well, remember, you're only paying what, $629? So you're basically paying $315 as it would break down. That's where I think the value becomes so clear That's really important. So huge value. We'll take a look at it again up close. We have a white gold going out. Love to see it. Yellow gold over here. It's one of those you might even think about getting in multiple colors of gold. You might even get, I mean, it's $629. You might think about getting one in a smaller size and one in a bigger size just to wear them on different fingers of the hand. So it's a great option. It's $629. We give it 30 seconds. We move along. Mr. C, if you're out there, we do have a ring that you requested. So that's here to show you, but we do want to make sure you're here to see it before we show it and sell it. And then we've got a couple rubies left from earlier. I did have a really cool designer bracelet. I did want to show you, we still have the sapphire. I think we need to recap that one. The sapphire, also the Paraíba, very special. And the color change sphene trillium cut is still here too. So some great options still remaining tonight if you'd like to go ahead and shop any of those. And we have every show of the sale is a new selection. So you're not going to see the same pieces over and over. Tomorrow's going to be a whole new lineup. Sunday's going to be a whole new lineup. So keep that in mind. You've got basically one last call on everything we bring up and bring out for you. And then it gets either again sold to you and sent out to your home, or we got to melt it down. So that's really how it goes. Let's show you some ruby earrings that are on the way. Don't forget the white diamond ring is still here. The yellow diamond has sold, but we still have our 1 carat 01 GIA certified white diamond. That is still hanging out here. Okay, let's go. Let's take a look at this. Isn't this beautiful? 2 ways to wear them. East to west, well, really more than 2 ways. You can wear them north to south, east to west, or at a diagonal. They're very special. We still have those double row wonder rings going out like crazy. So obviously you put up a ring in diamonds and gold for $629, it's gonna be popular. But I still wanna keep on showing you some pieces you haven't seen yet because we're in our last 22 minutes. And here it is, the really, really special rubies. I tell you what. Oh yeah, go true to size on one. If you're stacking 2 together, Jess, good question. You probably want to go up a half size. If you plan on wearing 2 of those rings on the same finger, yes, go up a half size. For 1, you don't need to. All right, here's our Burma ruby earrings, 112, 67.59. If you don't stack, yeah, just go true size. Yep, absolutely. So, because that one right now feeling very true to its size, it's a size 7 and it feels true to a 7. So yes, everywhere I'm wearing it. Here we go with ruby earrings, 60 points in Burma rubies that are oval, matched to perfection. They're in solid gold, of course. And we showed you some beautiful rubies earlier in rings. That was lovely. These are matched up in earrings. They still have the same specific glow that we saw earlier in rings. This is going, and by the way, those rings were fabulous and very affordable, but they were more money than where these earrings are going. And it's always exciting to see a matched pair of rubies because it's hard to do. 20 points is your diamond weight as well. They create these, think of it like an elongated hexagon shape around the rubies. And is it ever pretty? To see them on is to really see them and appreciate them as well, which I will show you next. It is a stud, but a little more elongated. The post is towards one end of the earring, which I will show you here. So they're really designed to go north to south like so. That's really, it was the designer's intention to have them sit more like this. So just so you can see where the post is. But we didn't put it at the very tippy top because then if you have piercings that are stretched out, like I know I do, then you don't have a way to mask that. So this is the way that they're intended, but again, very smart to put that post right below the very top point. And then of course, that's what you have. So let's take a look at them. You saw them, actually I gotta get the ruler out. Let me measure them for you. Honestly, I don't remember the measurement on this earring by heart. So let's get you a quick little look at the measurement here. Yep, 3/8 of an inch from top to bottom. Of course, you can wear them at the diagonal or east to west if you like that look. It really is just intended to go north to south. But once they're in, you put on that backing and you can play with them and kind of rotate how you wish. But here's what they look like. I'll just hold one up here because I don't have the backing. But you can see what they look like from a distance away and how that red is still just glowing so beautifully, isn't it? And that's just, it's the halo that makes it look so different. We've all seen oval stones in earrings, but it's the halo around it that gives it a little extra dynamic shape. Let's go back to the wheel. We'll take a look. We're going to blow them out less than $1,000 and not $999. Something much better for you than this one at $999. We'll take it a lot lower and make it an easy deal. Let's make them actually better by half. $499, that's it. You get $50 off at checkout. They're $4.49. If you'd like to get rubies with Burma, matched to perfection, the blue reds are there. And of course, with that elongated hexagonal style around it. Got a couple pieces to recap before we go. We're not going to leave a single piece here. We've done a good job, I think, throughout the night. A lot of pieces from earlier been going. So most everything is gone from the show, but we've got 3 rings I'm going to recap for you. The sapphire in the saddle, the diamond ring that's certified by GIA. I did not show you the white diamond illusion rings yet. We better do that before we go. We've got some really important diamond rings here that are just, you have to see them to believe them. They're so important, and the value is everything. So ruby earrings, $4.49 at checkout. That's $50 off. Keep calling. I got to move because we're down to 18 minutes on our Friday night. We only get one Club TVON a week here, and it's every Friday night. Remember, next Friday we'll bring you jewelry plus a very exciting new accessory. We've never had anything like it before. I've never sold anything like it before. I've sold a lot of things. Land, cars, cookware, handbags. What else have I sold? Sunglasses. Jewelry, yes, for the most part. But I've sold a lot of other things. I've never sold what we're going to show you next Friday. So just a heads up, be with us next Friday. I'm going to get you a little diamond ring wheel of some really cool one-of-a-kind diamonds. But right now, the lines are lit up on rubies. And no surprise, that's our most affordable item of the night. We got earrings, and earrings are so tough to do. I think we lose sight sometimes of the fact that it's tough to match up stones and earrings. It really is, and we have made it happen for you. We're giving you not just a match, but we're giving you stunning, clean, glowing blue-red Burmas. Blue-red out of Burma. Gotta love that. Top quality only here. It's TVON, top quality only. Don't even mess around with anything that's not even worth it. We only get 3 hours with you. We don't have enough top quality jewelry in the world to be here 24 hours a day. People say all the time, why don't you just run 24 hours? Well, we'd love to, but we don't. Yeah, Tony, yeah, save your commentary, Tony. Yeah, Tony can't be here 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. He's pretty close to it now. So we don't, yeah, Tony, you're pretty good with the 9 shows a week. Yeah, 9 shows, 27 hours a week. We're good. All right, so here we are. But it's true, we don't have enough. If we were just selling any old jewelry, that's one thing. But because we have that standard of just top quality only, it's not like the world is that abundant of top quality exotic natural gemstones and VS diamonds and gold. So let's keep moving, keep calling. If you want those, we have got a couple pairs left. Most people are getting more than one. I heard 2 people getting 2 pairs each. So that's the way you do it. You stock up. Maybe they're stacking on one ear skate. Maybe they're doing some gifting to me and then gifting for someone else. Great idea. Let's take a look at these rings, though. These diamond rings, too good not to show on especially a night where when you got a disco ball in the corner of your screen because it's Club TV on, you got to have some really good diamond pieces. And we did. We brought to the 101 GIA certified diamond that's here, but we have some other styles like these 3 that you're seeing now, which either look like a combination of really cool rhombus cuts, like one huge hexagon cut, or like this wraparound design where these diamond rings are combinations of baguettes and rounds together. And it's really special, isn't it? To see what looks like emerald cuts and looks like marquise cuts and looks like those. Have you seen the fancy rhombus cuts? That's what this looks like. It's not quite a marquise, but it's got those more harsh angles. And then you've got this hexagonal piece. This is going to be your choice of in white. Well, this one's only white. So that one's got to stay in white gold as it is. And let me get the glare so you can see the right angle. So you see these stones the way they actually look. Bright white stones, they just pick up some glare here. It's the toughest for us to show, are baguette diamonds. And then we've got one only in white gold. This one can be done in white or yellow, so can this style. So there are your options, all the same price. Simple, easy, affordable. Well, they're rock stars on. You think they look good close up? You've seen nothing yet. Let me show you this one, for example, on the hand. These end up looking seriously like 3 big diamonds. It looks like a massive 3-stone ring. And the way it sparkles, that is really cool. Like you are just floating them across the finger. What about this design? This is going to be the most similar to a solitaire look, but with an unusual cut of diamond. That, again, not one stone, but baguettes and rounds together. But look at that, the way that light just goes back and forth on those baguettes down the middle. That's cool. That's a one only, stays in the white gold. We're still really busy on the rubies. I know we have backed up calls, bear with us. And then here we go on the last, which is this wraparound. I love the idea of this on a middle or index. Not going to quite fit there, but you can see how that looks on the hand. So all three here together, so you can see them staggered. You get an idea of how they're going to look when they're on the hand. White gold only, yellow or white, all the same price, and they were $49.99. Oh, that's going away. And in a hurry. Remember, this one is the first to go. A, because it looks like the big center diamond, and B, because it's one only. That's not going to last. This three-stone style that goes across the hand, I said three-stone style, it's going to be very, very popular. And then this wraparound design, it looks like you have two rings stacked as one. Really cool, fresh look there. All of them under 49, under 39, under 29, and here's what's crazy, crazy. They're under $1,999 a piece. And by the way, the total carat weights are this. All 18 karat gold, by the way. All of them. 18K white or yellow, except this one's white only. And let me give you some total carat weights because, well, they're massive. They look bigger than they are. This one's going to be 25 in the baguette, 43 in the round brilliant. So that's going to be 68 total weight in your diamonds. This style, 37 plus 48. That's going to be even larger. Got a big carat weight there, 37 and 48. So what's that going to be, like 85 points in diamonds over here? That's the largest diamond weight. Then we go over here. That one's going to be 36 and 44. I can do that math. So we've got you 80 points there in total diamond weight. Let me know which one you like. They're not even $19.99, and we'll get you 10% off. It's going to be $1,499 a ring, whichever one, and yet there's another $150 off that price. So $1,350, going to be what you pay for those. How amazing is that? So $1,349 and 10 cents actually. I'm quoting you a higher price. It's really good. Ruby earrings continue to go out the door. Let me know if you need to see on the hand individually here, left, right, or center. Remember, white gold only on the right side. The left and the center can be done in white or yellow in your VS diamonds, baguettes and rounds all together. Lovely look. Fabulous idea. They're $1,349 and change. We still have the big 1 carat diamond as well. We have the big 228 Paraiba. If you'd like to know a little bit more about that, if you have any last minute requests, all the requests that were made earlier in the show, they're still here. So if you wanted the big diamond bangle, still here. If you wanted the rose ring, still here. You can pick out anything you want from earlier because they're still here too. So don't sit back and wait because the requesters are not taking their requests tonight. So you can take them as well. I just don't want you to miss out on the pieces you love, especially when we have 11 minutes left in the broadcast. And that's it, and busy lines. Thank you. Ruby earrings are still going out. Jason, are you taking any of the diamond rings or still on ruby earrings? All right, ruby earrings still very popular. Okay, let's also keep in mind the sphene is still here. That is $19.99. It's our color change sphene in that wide band. Have the gorgeous blue sapphire. This was the saddle mounting earlier in the sapphire elongated oval. That's available. I'm going to recap them all here, but we had to show you our diamond pieces for $1,349 and change. Okay, and then if you'd like this diamond ring, all one big diamond, carat 01, GIA certified. One quick mention before it goes away forever, 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 forever. I hate that thought that we don't get to show these again because there's really no point when you discount it and bring it down 10%. If it don't go today at this price, it's never going to go. But here's 1126961, and it is a markdown 101 GIA certified white diamond. That's our carat 01 cushion cut. It has a carat 96 though around it, so you're getting just shy of 3 carats in diamonds. It's $297 overall, and it's a GIA certified stone. If I had a penny for every time you asked me, why isn't every stone GIA certified? Well, GIA certs are costly. It's wonderful that they're fairly local to us. Their GIA main headquarters and campus is in Carlsbad, California. It's near San Diego, if you've heard of San Diego. So it's not all that far away from us, right? But it's very, very costly. And right now, very time consuming to send stones off in the mail to reach Carlsbad and then to go be evaluated. They have them for months at a time. They're costly to do. And then you wait for it to come back. Then you got to set it in jewelry. It's just, it adds a lot of extra value to your diamond. I highly recommend if you're going to get a nice white diamond, get a nice white diamond that is GI certified. The bigger stones, like for engagement rings and anniversary rings and important lifetime rings, you get the rings with the cert. because they're the most stringent about their quality standards. They're the most accurate in how they grade. Remember, these are human beings that are grading by sight, based on their knowledge they have. GIA has the gemologists that have a higher standard. They are the ones that have the most accurate standards. So when they say it's an SI1, it's an SI1. Believe it or not, there's a lot of times it would be an SI1 grading, but it's going to be an I quality stone. Or a VS rating, it's because they were very generous and maybe it's only an SI. GIA is accurate and they're conservative. Yes? Oh, sure, across the back or the front? Well, how much? You got it. Well, let me actually put it on my hand and measure it for you. This is for who? Because they wanted to know how wide is that sphene band. Well, let me measure it. I don't know if they want millimeter size. I can do that as well. But considering it's so wide, I'll break out the big ruler, and we're showing you there that it's between 1/2 and 3/4 of an inch. Now, it's going to taper in the back. Let me just show you that. It doesn't taper to nothing, but it does taper in the back. So this is go true to size, quite comfortable. If you'd prefer a millimeter size on the width, I can do that. Jason, go ahead. Oh my goodness, are they with us tonight? Oh my goodness, I was just thinking about him because I normally get like a check-in online from Tony sends me. I didn't get that tonight, so I was thinking maybe they were out partying on their Friday night somewhere. Well, hi Tracy, hi Alan, yes. I did, but I'll do it again. Sure, my ear's still around. We'll do it. We'll put it, yeah, we'll put on the rubies again. Sure, we can do that. Joanne, any other questions on this one? You've got it already? Oh, then I shouldn't show it anymore. All right, back to the wheel we'll go. I'll go grab those ruby earrings. I got to get those rubies back here. So let me see if I can get those back. Show you those on the ear one more time. Tim, who was your caller there? I can get their attention by calling out their name. Miriam? From where? Did you say Anaheim? Oh my gosh, really? Does she know Tracy and Alan? Isn't that where they're at? She's not too far away. Actually, our Anaheim folks live closer to the studio than I do, I found out. Yes, they do. All right, here we go. Let's take a look for Miriam. There they are on the, I don't know if we have the item number still. Oh, yeah, Tony does. There they are. So there's the information. I'm just pulling the bangs back a little bit so you can see them clearly. But there they are. There's that hexagon halo, the hexy halo. I like it. Hexy halo right there. Hexy sexy. 60 points in the rubies, 20 points in the diamonds. They were $4.99, but really $4.49. Because you got a value, and that's where you could tilt them. I like that. See, I would tilt them like that, just so they're almost like an arrow pointing up towards the other earrings. You could go east to west, north to south, whatever you want to do. But there you go. They are on their way. They've been very popular tonight. Take a look at, again, our close-up of all of our, well, our diamond ring is here. That was item number 1126961. Just a huge value for an F color that's in the colorless range. It is also an SI1, but I clean. And it's $59.99, but it's $600 off that price. So you get it for $63.99 instead. Okay, so hopefully that helped. I hope she saw that, Tim. If not, let me know. We can do it again. And remember, you have the white, yellow, and rose gold options in the earrings. Okay, here we go with this ring. Also available in any gold color on this diamond ring. Here's what it looks like on the hand. Check it out. 1/01. You get the full document with it, which I will show you here. Let me go ahead and spin around, show you what that's coming with it. The full GIA cert is with it. That's the document that goes with the 101 center stone. All the extra diamonds we added, that's a carat 96. So you get the certification, gives you all that detail, plus you get the $59.99 price tag, but 10% off. So 53. I know we hardly ever have big white diamonds. It's not something we do. When everyone says, oh good, you sell jewelry, I need an engagement ring for my son. And I go, yeah, well, we don't really have this. We don't really do big white diamonds. So it's such a novelty to have what usually is what comprises every inventory in every jewelry store. It's pretty much white diamonds. Not always F color and SI1 like this, but you get the idea. Most white diamonds, they're out there, but if you go comparing and comparison shopping, you'll find out there are very few GIA certified diamonds and never at that price. Also wanted to remind you that our Russian demantoid, which I know we had so many of you disappointed, it sold so quickly, but came back, didn't go anywhere. Just a few seconds later, they decided, nope, not for me. So here's what we have for you. The Russian demantoid, still the value of the night, I believe. And yet it's still here. This is the Russian demantoid that is the carat 38. So I want to make sure you know it is still here. And it's 9 points in yellow diamonds and a carat 10 in white diamonds, so 119 overall. In the diamond weight, the yellow diamond set in that split shank, great stone, high clarity, horsetail inclusion, which is just true to only the Russian stones. The only place you're going to get the horse stone inclusion, but you don't have to see a dirty stone. I know inclusion is a dirty word. It usually means the stone is dirty to look at. That's not where, it's actually the one and only occasion I can think of where a single inclusion is going to make a stone far more valuable. It's the horse stone inclusion. And it's only $3,599. And that's not the post-discount price. That's before your 10% off. So you're actually paying $32.39. Even better. And that's why when you've got a 1 carat 38 that's a little over $3,200, that's what makes that one of our strongest values of the entire event, is right there. And the way it looks, I will show it to you on the hand. Don't forget, we had that 5 stone carat and a half diamond band still here. We're also going to show you, let me just show you what else is here because we only have about 3 minutes. Here's the big sapphire in the saddle. And here is, where'd it go? Oh no, it's already sold. The sphene's gone, right? So I can't show that again. So we down to 2. Let me remind you, the demantoid is $35.99 that you see right there. And then we've got the sapphire in the saddle. It's royal blue, and that sapphire ring is $1,999. You look at those together and you go, I don't know how, I don't know why, but I'm just going to go ahead and, you ever do that where you feel like you got such a good deal, you just want to get out before someone stops you, right? That's what you need to do right now. The show ends in 2 minutes and 40 seconds. Like you found a find and you feel like you got too good. I know it doesn't happen very often, right? Where you feel like, you know, it's like when you hear about those news stories, you know, you hear the national news talk about somebody went to a garage sale and bought a Picasso, right? They spent 20 bucks and it's worth 2 million, right? That kind of story, yeah, that's tough to come by. But that's how this feels right now. Like you've really stumbled on that big value and that, oh my goodness, let me grab it before they recognize what they did. Well, I recognize it, I support it, and I'm really, truly, purposely making these values happen, and those are some of our best. So $35.99 the demantoid, less 10%, $19.99 on the sapphire. That comes down to $17.99. If you have any questions about anything you've seen tonight, we've had 3 hours, a ton of jewelry, most everything gone. The white diamond ring is here, the demantoid is here, the blue sapphire is here. And then we still have that diamond bangle from earlier, the ruby earrings, check on availability there. I'm back with you in a few short hours. We start our next show at 10 a.m. Pacific time. That is literally 14 hours from now. So 14 hours and 90 seconds, we'll be back with you with another 3 hours of incredible, yes, year-end clearance, 10% off. Items you haven't seen yet in the event, even some brand new sprinkled in as well. So I hope you'll join me tomorrow morning. Sunday morning, same thing. We got a whole weekend of jewelry savings and shopping, because shopping's only fun if you're saving, if you ask me. We're going to do a lot of both. So make sure you join me for that. And if you're on the go this weekend, traveling back to home or to your next destination, do so safely. And again, really, really good way to start the new year with a new piece of jewelry when you're saving this amount of money. So again, let us know. We're here for a couple minutes after we go off the air. If you have any questions about anything you've seen tonight, let us know. We'll help you out. If something's still available, maybe you're thinking about the sapphire for $17.99 or the demantoid out of Russia in that big size for only $3,239. Take what you love while they're here. And again, I'll see you right back here in a few short hours. I can't wait. We'll turn our Club TVON into a big Saturday shopping extravaganza. So I hope you'll join me for that. Watch wherever you're watching right now. That's where we'll be tomorrow morning. If you're on the go and you don't want to miss out on your TVON fix, join us online, tvon.com, Facebook, or the most popular way to watch online is YouTube. So check out the great community we have there. Watch with some of your fellow shoppers, and we'll see you back at 10 a.m. That's 10 a.m. Pacific, that's noon Central, it's 1 p.m. Eastern Time. We will kick off 3 hours, and we'll continue, most importantly, the year-end sale event. So can't wait to see you then. Have a great rest of your Friday evening, whatever it entails. And thank you so much for watching and shopping tonight. From all of us at TVON, I'm Lauren Blair. Have a great rest of your night. I'll see you back in 14 hours, and we'll keep on shopping till we drop.